they don't empty my patience is wearing thin. I give in, I'm convinced that revenge will be my best friend. I'm a beast on these boys, wanna set me up to sabotage. Dead on arrival, ain't no reason for the triage. You don't want no drama, I don't want no problems. Keep my head above the water, keep my feet above the bottom. I done paid my dues, welcome to the drama club. I done paid my dues, welcome to the drama club. You don't want no drama, I don't want no problems. Keep my head above the water, keep my feet above the bottom. I done paid my dues, welcome to the drama club. I done paid my dues, welcome to the drama club. Nothing's ever easy in life. If it was that way, everybody would have what they wanted, right? There's a hole in my heart where love for you used to be. Be careful what you wish for, cause now it's just a memory. It seems that only evil seeds flourish in this family tree. I'll never understand you. Your motive is a mystery. I wanted to myself what I did to deserve this. Sometimes I think you planned it out. There must have been a purpose. Never claimed to be anything. My life is never perfect. Look at what you did to us. Tell me, was it worth it? The pain I feel is amplified. The words are right and justified. No longer sitting ringside. Somehow I've been crucified. The things you said you can't deny. Hope it brought you peace of mind. You didn't waste no fucking time. So tell me now you're satisfied. Supposed to be my mother. Supposed to be my brothers. But I'm not surprised at all that you left me in the gutter. No longer any questions, only answers and suggestions. And now you feel how I feel by the absence of my presence. I'm not ready to die, you know I'm ready to win. I spend my life on the outside, I'm sick of looking in.
Hey, hey, hey.
Keep you in suspense and know exactly where I'm headed. I'm never coming back again. I'm not ready to die, you know I'm ready to win. I spend my life on the outside, I'm sick of looking in.
What's up, everybody?
So let me bring you up to speed. I feel a need for coming clean. To be perfectly honest, lost all steam at 13. Started doing dope to forget the moments in between. I'll admit I've made mistakes. That's a fact I can't escape. Wanna lie to apologize a little too late. So don't regret the things you meant to say. Regret the things you said in haste. Allow me to excuse myself and give you space to menstruate. Yes, I lost my fucking mind. Wasting time writing rhymes, trying to justify my own life. Just someone to choose a side. You can leave behind the blame, but we all know you're the mastermind. And you can't deny you got a fucking axe to grind. So tell me how it feels. Share your feelings, why conceal them? I guess I was a scapegoat, and now I'm just a villain. But my sun still shines.
Welcome, welcome, everybody. Let me get started on Odyssey here, if it will. I'm still trying. There it is. I think it's live. Oh, yeah.
I know very well this life we lead to prison cell. You're fucking crazy. You're Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, not attracted to the evil, but you're flirting with my dark side. What I did was unexpected. It puts you in hysterics, huh? And it's apparent your reaction is generic. You surround yourself with angels and you're so close to God. To confess to him you're selfish and my childhood was robbed. And if heaven does exist, then only God's allowed to judge. Would lead you to believe that he wouldn't hold a grudge, huh? If I forgive you, then this cycle just continues. I think it's time to move on, be gone and just forget you. I'm proud of who I am, and in that we're not the same. I'll make sure there's a detour to avoid memory lane. I've got a fresh coat of paint on this dream house of pain, and it didn't take no Photoshop to cut you from the frame. I'm not ready to die, you know I'm ready to win. I spend my life on the outside, I'm sick of looking in. You know they build these walls up to keep you in suspense. I know exactly where I'm headed, I'm never coming back again. I'm not ready to die, you know I'm ready to win. I spend my life on the outside, I'm sick of looking in. You know they build these walls up to keep you in suspense. I know exactly where I'm headed, I'm never coming back again.
You caught my crud? Oh, no. I gave it to Liam, too.
Another day, another struggle. Life in the fast lane. Too for the hustle, that's the price to play the game. I think about what got me here. This blood, sweat, and tears. I think about what got me here. This blood, sweat, and tears. I can sit back, reminisce, think about things that I'll never get. But the pain exists, it's hard to ditch. Go ahead and try, bury that shit.
I don't know why Odyssey chat isn't updating there. It should be updating. Not currently, though. Somebody spammed it, obviously.
Now they say they miss me, they wish me the best, they believe in me. I don't really care who I used to be, and all you want is the recipe. I keep calm, my head strong, said it always fail, you're dead wrong. Found a place where I belong, so move along or get stomped on. My mind's like my chest tight, place the best cause I paid the price. Got my money on Alex White, them bright lights, it's fight night. Another day, another struggle, life in the fast lane. Too for the hustle, that's the price to play the game. I think about what got me here, this blood, sweat, and tears. I think about what got me here, this blood, sweat, and tears. Another day, another struggle, life in the fast lane. Too for the hustle, that's the price to play the game. I think about what got me here, this blood, sweat, and tears. I think about what got me here, this blood, sweat, and tears. Could've gave up, gave in, referred to myself as a has-been, but I faded me.
My mic had some interference in it. Sorry about that. What's going on? Mic check. Mic check. Hold on just a second. Let me check this out. Mic check. Mic check. It's got a little bit of a whine to it. Mic check. Mic check. Hello? Hello? Mic check. A little better. Alright guys, let's get started. Please remember to like and share. I'm going to fire up the other channel in just a minute just to start it and then end it just to get people over here. But still, like and share from here.
Hey. Hey.
Teach me how to Dougie.
Hey.
They be like,
What?
will you teach me how to Dougie? You know why? Cause all my bitches love me. All I need is a beat that's super bumping. And for you, to back it up and dump it.
Pump it out.
Put your arms out front, clean side to side. They gon' be on you when they see you hit that Dougie, right?
Yeah.
Ain't nobody fucking with my bro from Morningside. He go by Bubba and he hits the dance with thunder.
Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie.
All my bitches love me. All my bitches love me. All my bitches love me. You ain't fucking with my Dougie. Break it down.
你好吗？你好吗？真长你好高兴，这真快乐，没过来，没过来。
Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie.
I ain't from Dallas but I D-town boogie. I show my moves off now if buddy trying to do me. I lead our functions and all the ladies trying to screw me. Now you just do you and I'ma do me.
Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie.
Word.
Teach me how to Dougie. Teach me how to Dougie.
All my bitches love me. All my bitches love me. All my bitches love me. You ain't fucking with my Dougie.
This is a really hard job. Literally.
Help us.
Say what?
That is a remix by BT. I am Will Bird, and this is the Cold Beer Confessional. Thank you for joining us tonight. I appreciate you guys coming in. I'm trying to get Odyssey chat to refresh. I don't know why it looks so weird right now. Someone spammed it, obviously, after the last live stream. But it still should be refreshing, and it's not. Anyways, thank you for joining us. I'm Will Bird. The intro music, the song we just listened to was BT, doing a custom remix for us. So Teach Me How to Dougie. The music before that, and the screen where we're waiting with the timer counting down, that is Jay Reese. He does a lot of music for us too. BT and Jay Reese. Groiper has been killing it on some thumbnails. He comes in and does a ton of thumbnails for us. I've been updating them if you haven't noticed on the main channel. And Raina does some artwork for us too. She does some of the artwork in the opening screen. She does the skull. She does a lot of things for us. So Raina and Groiper on artwork. Jay Reese and BT on the music. Anyways, like I said, I'm Will Bird. This is the Cold Beer Confessional. We're live now on Facebook and both YouTube channels. Do me a favor, if you look at your YouTube channel and you are on, let me do this right quick, and you're on the wrong one. I only fired it up to let you guys know that it's the wrong channel. So if you're on YouTube right now and you see, you're on the wrong one. Uh-oh, let me mute myself. If you're on YouTube right now and you see this, this is Cold Beer Condemned. You're actually on the wrong channel. We're on the main channel tonight. It just says 8 people are over there. If you see the bot a bunch, you're on the wrong channel. Actually, I'll type something there now. Come to Cold Beer Confessional channel. And then I'm going to shut that channel down. I just turned it on just for a little bit. And just to let people know, there's 9 people over there now, probably where I joined. But if you're on that, you're on the wrong channel. We're broadcasting on Cold Beer Confessional YouTube, Cold Beer Confessional Facebook. I also got the old Brad Barton. It's now the Debunking Crew Facebook page, thanks to a nice lady who gave it to me. She was tired of moderating it, or worn out from moderating it, wanting to move on to something better, and gave us the channel, or the page. So we're over there now. That is the Debunking Crew on Facebook. If you want to join, just send a request and we'll get you approved. Anyways, let's take care of some housekeeping first. Tonight we're going to talk about a bunch of different things. Depending on how far we get, will depend on what we get, how much we get to talk about. Either way, we'll get through some things, but first, make sure you like and share. I would appreciate it. We're trying a little bit of a different schedule. I'm not going to be live streaming 7 days a week here anymore. Instead, I'm going to be working on some pre-recorded stuff while maybe live streaming about 3 days a week here. We got game night on Friday. That's at a channel called Cold Beer Creations, and I'm going to start recording some content there of like some game sets I built and stuff about the game and different things. Some backstory. That's all going to be on Cold Beer Creations. That's at youtube.com/Cold Beer Creations. Make sure you like and share. I'm getting ready to turn off the Cold Beer Condemned channel, by the way. So if you're still there, make sure you get over to Cold Beer Confessional. Anyways, make sure you check that out. The game night, give it a chance. Like I'm trying to build a channel to where maybe you guys can see it and hang out, and it's not one that's going to get reported all the time because the grifters and their sheep and everybody else. So hopefully give it a little bit of a chance. I know it takes a little bit to catch on to what we're doing over there, but it is a lot of fun. So check it out. Other than that, if you want to go above and beyond liking and sharing tonight, I would appreciate it. I agree, visuals help, Maria, and I'm going off the chain with visuals. I'm building a whole dungeon. The way the game works is one night there'll be basically no visuals because we're just like doing investigating. We're just talking. It's theater of the mind, right? Everybody's imagining what we're going through, and you can do it yourself. And then the next night there'll be visuals for the fights. It keeps track of the fights because the fights get really complicated really quick. Anyways, If you want to go above and beyond just liking and sharing, you guys know how to do that. I'm going to drop some links. There's cultclub.com, KULTKLUB, cultclub.com. You're more than welcome to donate there and leave us a message. If you're coming from Facebook, a lot of times it's easier to go to buymeacoffee.com/coldbeer because Facebook wants you to create an account and shit if you go to Cult Club, which is Stream Elements. Anyways, go to buymeacoffee.com/coldbeer if you're coming from Facebook. That usually works. What else? Oh, we got a GoFundMe. If you guys don't know, earlier this year, I don't really care what anybody thinks about it anymore. I hadn't been advertising it before because I was catching so much hell over it. But earlier this year, we were buying a house rent to own because my credit just kind of got shitty when I was fighting the VA for my disability and lost my job and stuff. But anyways, we were buying a house rent to own. Guy broke the contract on us, saw dollar signs with the current housing market, threw us out on the street. And now we're raising money to, instead of, the housing market's fucked up right now, so instead of trying to buy a house right now, we're actually going to buy a bigger camper. So if you want to donate to that, you can go to coldbeer.fund, coldbeer.fund. I'll drop the link for that in the bot. The bot just throws it in the chat every once in a while, and I don't have to keep repeating it. I feel bad repeating it. But after I saw that, Tori says,
Hey there, man.
is trying. Someone bought you a 6-pack. Love the show. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. That's an early donation. Thank you. Tori says is trying to raise $50,000 to buy her daughter a Sweet 16 vehicle. I thought, you know what? Fuck it. Like I'm living in a goddamn tuna can, and you guys are making me feel bad for my GoFundMe. This bitch is buying a $50,000 car for a 16-year-old, and people are donating to it out the ass. So fuck it. I'm leaving my shit up. Everybody else can kick rocks if you don't like it. This is the last call, though. If you're over on Cold Beer Condemned, the video is getting ready to end. But come to Cold Beer Confessional where you can watch the rest of it. Cold Beer Confessional. I would appreciate it if you guys joined us. Over there, like that other channel is my backup. So I'm turning it off. It says there's 9 people there, but that's up to you if you're still there. Come join us on Cold Beer Confessional, or you can go to coldbeer.live. It'll redirect you there. Anyways, let's shut that down. And all right, that should be clear now, guys. Thank you for joining us. I hope everybody's doing all right with the new scheduling. I don't want to get burnt out, and I want to do something else. And I enjoy the game channel. I enjoy making those things, and I think it'll be I think it'll be fun for everybody. A channel that's way less likely to get banned. A channel that can be monetized one day if it ever grows, and a channel we can just have fun at and not be all stressed out and my blood pressure through the roof all the time. I think it'll be fun. But anyways, back to what's at hand. That's on Friday nights, and I'll be uploading edited videos there, and maybe some live streams. But Friday night is a live stream there. That's set in stone, 6 p.m. Eastern. Anyways, what I wanted to start with is a new person I found. Technically, I didn't even find it. This is someone sent this to me. I can go look right quick, but it's a person named She Knows. She Knows. And let me see if I can find who sent it to me. Give me just a second. I don't see it actually. Who sent this to me? I don't know. I can keep looking. Let me pull this up first, and then we can keep looking, I guess. Anyways, here it is. Let me pull it up and you guys can check it out. This channel is called She Knows. It's got 24,000 subscribers, and this is African-American lady. And she makes videos. Sometimes she goes like long terms. Oh, Jennifer, thank you. Sometimes she goes like a long time without making a video, and then a lot of times like 4 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, 11 hours, 12 hours, 22 hours, 23 hours. She made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the last 24 hours. It's a very strange channel. I just have to show it to you. That's all I can say. Let's check it out.
We've scared all of the so-called. rulers of the world away. At least they thought they were. Walking Dead is what they're called. That's what they're calling it.
She does really weird facial expressions. Walking Dead is what they called. That's what they calling it. Yes, please, everybody hit the like button. I'm not going to pray over my internet connection or pray for big donations or lots of channel members like some channels, but I would appreciate it if you hit the like button. It does help more people see it.
Reveal was at the Daily Plaza. Richard Pryor.
Richard Pryor was at the Daily Plaza.
Richard Pryor. Debbie Reynolds.
Did she say something?
Daily Plaza.
Daily Plaza.
Richard Pryor.
Richard Plaza.
Debbie Reynolds.
Debbie Reynolds.
And the Jackie Kennedy. Robin Williams.
Jackie Kennedy, Robin Williams, Richard Pryor. I mean, it's amazing all the people that were there. What are the chances of that many dead people showing up at one spot at one time at an event that goes on every year, but they decided to show up this year instead? Whew. That is crazy. Yeah, hell, hit the thumbs down if you want to. It counts the same in the algorithm. I spoke to YouTube about that because my Scott McKay is a piece of shit video that I had on a POS video that I had on the other channel was doing its thing, and every time his channel got taken down, a bunch of people would see my video, and I asked them like what was going on with the likes and dislikes, and they said that engagement's engagement. A like and a dislike counts exactly the same. I've heard people repeating that, but whatever. I'm the one who figured it out, even if they're not going to give me credit.
And Dale Earnhardt.
Dale Earnhardt too.
Because I didn't even know that he was gone. I didn't know.
She didn't even know Dale Earnhardt was dead. She didn't even know he was dead. And he's back already.
But nevertheless, thank God, he's still alive. He showed up at the Daily Plaza. Guys, I'm told that Tupac was even there.
Tupac.
And he was looking just like...
In certain lights, it looks like she has a mustache like that. She's got like, I guess her upper lip is just darker than her regular skin. And in certain lights, it looks just like she has a mustache. That's what I kept looking at the first time I watched it. I had to watch it a few more times before I could get past that part. I'm glad that she didn't know Dale Earnhardt was gone. She seems like a big crier, and I don't like to see anybody cry.
Like himself. I can't wait, because I've been a supporter of Tupac.
I've been a supporter of Tupac. She forgot how to say his name. In between saying Tupac the first time and then saying I've been a big supporter, she forgot how to say it.
At the Daily Plaza. Guys, I'm told that Tupac was even there. And he was looking just like himself. I can't wait, because I've been a supporter of Tupac for so long. Pastor Bob, you know Elvis, he was there as well.
Pastor Bob, you know Elvis, he was there as well.
I'm excited about that because I was born in the 60s and Elvis was, you ain't nothing but a hound dog. They say that Michael Jackson was there as well. However, he was disguised and dressed like a woman. That's fine, as long as you're alive.
What? Wait. They say that Michael Jackson was even there in Daily Plaza with Tupac, and he was dressed as a woman. That's fine, long as you're alive. Oh, it's getting good.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Yep, that's one of his most famous songs. That doesn't exactly prove that you're a super fan. I think everybody would be able to rattle that one off.
They say that Michael Jackson was there as well. However, he was disguised and dressed like a woman. That's fine, as long as you're alive.
Looks like Lil Nas X dressed up.
Please know that darkness
So I'm not trying to be mean, but this seems like a really, really, really simple 2-minute video. Now, sometimes during the show I have notes and timestamps and stuff like that, and I'll have to refer to them, and sometimes I have to look stuff up because I can't remember. My short-term memory is really shitty. But I don't think I've ever had to take notes on a 2-minute video. Whatever.
They say that Michael Jackson was there as well. However, he was disguised and dressed like a woman. That's fine, as long as you're alive.
Long as you're alive.
Please know that darkness is coming and light is to follow. I love you all. Red tie. Guys, we've been...
Love you all. Red Tide. Easter lilies on the earlobes. We got it one already.
Please know that darkness is coming.
I'm not specifically backing up to that same spot over and over again, but it is kind of funny.
And light is to follow. I love you all. Red tie. Guys, we've been at war from day one.
Been at war from day one. That was Billie Jean, I think. I'm not sure what her name is, but she knows. And I started watching more of her content. That was the one that was sent to me, I think, if I remember correctly. That was the one that sent to me, the Walking Dead one. Let's grab some more, because there's some more interesting stuff here.
Guys, do you know that the enemy literally has a 5-second rule? If you have your mouth...
Yeah, the enemy has a 5-second rule. If you drop it and it's on the ground for less than 5 seconds, the germs probably didn't get on it. That's the same rule I teach my kids. Sometimes it's like a 10-second, 12-second, 3 or 4 days past expiration rule. Oh, the expiration day, that's just for people with weak minds. It'll be good for another week or something, right?
Down, whether you're eating, chewing, drinking, or just trying to breathe. If you have your mask down, at least 5 seconds. 5 seconds, not 5 minutes. You will be arrested, and your driver's license will be taken.
So I was watching a different stream the other day, and the guy was actually did a really good job. I know not everybody enjoyed him, and I know the people on the panel didn't enjoy him because they kept sidestepping and changing the topic and rearranging shit and trying to use information that only they're privy to. But what law? Where? What state? Where is the 5-second law? Where? What law? Give me the code, the state, the code, and I want a reading of it that it says there's a 5-second law, and if you have it down for more than 5 seconds, you'll be arrested. I need to see it. They're exaggerating fucking everything. Now, I'm not a fan of this type of stuff. I feel really bad for Australia right now and the stuff that they've been going through for months. But when we over-exaggerate it takes all the sting out of anything we ever say again.
5 seconds, not 5 minutes. You will be arrested.
And
your driver's license will be taken. They can even take your home. And
take you home. If you have it down for more than 5 seconds, they will take your home. That must be what happened to us.
Any money that you have in the bank that you have had for however years that you saved up in Australia. This is going on in Australia right now. So pray for them.
5 seconds. Oh, so in Australia, if there's a 5-second rule where they seize your house, if you take your mask off for 5 seconds,
and stand with them. This is a war. You're fighting in a war between the negative, the enemy, the devil.
The devil. The negative, the enemy, the devil. Hee hee.
Sodomizer, the raper, the pedophile.
Sodomizer, the raper, the Well, those are different people. I could be considered a sodomizer. But what about pedophile? What about creepy top bunk?
The destroyer of life. That's who you're fighting against. While we stand on God's side, God's right hand, the righteous hand. Give it to God and continue to remember that God does.
I'm going to have her pray over my internet connection. I feel like she does a better job than even the fence sitters.
What he sees fit, and if you ask him,
please pray for my internet connection. I need you to pray for internet connection, hardware, lots of likes, lots of shares, good questions, good panelists, big donations, no whammies, and we'll see if we can fit any of world peace or people starving in our own neighborhoods. We'll see if we can fit those in there later. But for right now, let's cover the stream.
You shall receive. Ask God to intervene in this thing. So again, I say pray for them and pray for those. And stand with them.
Big donations, no whammies.
And your brothers. Stand with them.
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 Stand with them. Stand with them. Anyways, she's got more videos. Don't worry, we're going to watch them. But before I get too far and forget, I've forgotten this since it's been given to me. I actually have, if you don't feel comfortable donating and you would like something in return, first of all, we sell merch. So coldclub.com/merch. You guys are more than welcome to that. But second of all, there is, I've partnered with ExpressVPN as an affiliate, and they've got a Black Friday deal going on right now. ExpressVPN is a VPN for internet, so like it lets you route your internet service through other servers to where no one can find out who you are, where you're at. You can change your Netflix around to different countries to get different videos. That's pretty cool. Anyways, it's typically $100 for 12 months, but they're giving away 3 months free at expressvpn.com/coldbeer. So if you guys want to do that, I make some money back off that. I don't think they let me tell you how much I make, but if you sign up for 1 month, 6 months, or 12 months, they actually pay the channel money. It's expressvpn.com/cold beer. expressvpn.com/cold beer. So there's that. You guys can get in a VPN. That's the one I use. I've got it installed on our router, all of our smart TVs, my phone, Mariah's phone, the kids' phone. No one knows who the hell I am, especially this type of content I cover. They'd be coming after me in a heartbeat. So we use ExpressVPN. If you want to use it, there it is. If you already have one and when it runs out, use ExpressVPN and they'll kick back to the show. expressvpn.com/cold beer. Anyways, back to the show. She gets herself all amped up. Let's watch this one. Hold on.
There's a widespread power outage. Thousands of our sisters and brothers, people all over the world, and they are without power along the Highland. And this report comes directly from many reports on the
so before anybody says anything in chat, kids are off limits on my channel. Like, I don't want anybody making fun of my kids. Don't make fun of anybody else's kids. I'd hate to have to time you out. But do you guys ever feel bad for the kids? I've told the story a lot of times about, I thought you said Trump was going to be here. Where's Trump at? But man, that damn, I don't know. I feel bad for the kids while their parents are like preaching this craziness. That's all they know when they grow up. I don't know.
KR TV of
Viagra again, basically.
Widespread power outage from Glasgow to Calvary and north of that area. There's no information, guys, on what caused these power outages. But I need you to be always prepared. God said, be oh so ready. We could be next. I say, hint, hint. Yeah, we are the world. We are the future.
Uh-oh, Dove Girl, I didn't know you were a fan.
Yeah, yeah. Let's start giving. Saving our own lives.
Saving it. Hee hee.
For you and me.
I don't know if I could do that. Anyways, let's grab another one. It was part of their agenda. Now, she's got glasses on in this one, so you know she's going to get serious. That's backwards and damn near impossible to read. Why is it so blurry? Okay, we're going to roll with it.
Autism. Behavior in a child.
Oh, no.
Mental challenged. Mental challenge.
Oh, no.
Early pregnancy for no reason.
Oh, no.
Dysfunction.
Oh, no.
Cancer. Lupus. Born without both limbs.
Oh, no.
Deformalities of any sort.
She goes to the notes heavy. Heavy note reader. Like 3 words, we're back at the notes.
This and all above was their plan. It was a plan.
Come on now. Genetic disorders happen all the time without the deep state involved.
Agenda. It has everything to do with the shots that you.
Oh God. Anyways, I can't handle that. Let's go with something else. This doesn't even look like her. What's this one? Shout out to Negative 48.
Let's get it.
Oh, is this a Negative 48 rap?
If you want Adam spot, then you're gonna have to box, cause I'ma throw a combo on you like a master lock. Body shots that feel like aftershocks from them rods of God that hit Castle Rock. They took them tunnels
from them rods of God that hit Castle Rock. BT, you got some competition, brother.
Set up a MAGA shop. I don't think a lot of y'all would get the bigger picture if you were a fucking astronaut. I'm dragging balls across the head, just call me Kakarot. You wear that mask and kiss ass a lot. I would rather not. But go ahead and be submissive. That's exactly how they want you. Comatose with no resistance. You don't know independent. Overdosing on the system, cause the show that they've presented is just so fucking convincing.
Fire.
But Trump gave us the power back. Their show is over, this is our act. Quit being a coward, throw aside your differences, and we could end this in an hour flat. The world would go from being sour to a giant flower patch.
Ooh, the world would go from sour to being a giant flower patch. Damn it.
That sounds like paradise to me. If only every eye could see what I receive inside a dream. It's like a higher being strikes me with a lightning beam and said they're watching the entire thing and we're shining like diamond rings.
That's right.
Just take a peek at the Schumann to see what we're doing. The fact that we believe it's improving is keeping it moving. So being in tune with the beat of the music is far more valuable than thinking we're losing.
Gotta lose yourself in the music. You don't stop. Who was that? Who was that? Oh man, I don't know what's wrong with this lady. She clearly, like, she's been deemed a fit parent by the state, I guess. I mean, she has her kid, but there's just seems like there's a lot going on. JFK Jr. tells of President Trump's genius bankers. Nassar, what?
Or the European Union. The European Union. These UN officials in these European Union people, they're not elected by the people of Europe.
Is that Negative 48?
They're appointed by the bankers. They run the system.
She's a big Negative 48 fan.
You're in a group like that and not standing alone where you run yourself. As soon as one country says something that, hey, this isn't right, guess what? You have 6 countries beating the crap out of you, keeping you in line. That's why they have these
Tupac's little brother, 3Pac. I don't know.
Of countries.
Tripac.
No. Trump did do the Canada, Mexico, United States.
Let me. Oh, sorry. I saw someone say something in the chat about Ollie, and I'm a proud parent. Listen to this shit. Listen to what Ollie did today. So I went to pick him up from school, and we got home, and I was telling him that his brother didn't feel good. He's got an earache. And he's like, oh, I got this for Bubba. That's what he calls Liam. He said, I got this for Bubba, and he handed it to me, and it was a peppermint. So I opened it, and I was like, here, Bubba, and I walked into his room, like through the door where the campers had. It's not even a room, it's a bunk bed. But anyways, I walked to his bunk bed. I was like, here, Bubba, Ollie got you some candy and brought it home to you. And he said, no, it's not candy. And I said, well, it's peppermint candy, right? And he said, no, it's peppermint, like what you're supposed to have when you're really sick. And Bubba's really sick, so I brought it to him. Isn't that sweet? Ollie's awesome. Ollie's the coolest kid.
And really temperate. And sorry to sorry, everybody becomes sovereign. They all become separate by themselves. They can control themselves. And they have the right to govern themselves, the people. These puppets that think they're in charge.
I hear you, Roderick. I think I think someone else sent me that clip. Or at least send me an email with a timestamp. I haven't watched it yet, but we can grab it. Thursday, the Bishop at 58-minute mark. Okay.
It's game over. This war's not even close. You don't.
The reason that it sounds so shitty is she's recording a voice chat while she probably has her headphones in, and she's rubbing the mic up against shit.
The trigger until you've won on paper. We already won the war before we pulled the trigger. That's the Art of War 102, World Peace 102. Trump knows what he's doing. See, Observe 201, Agenda 201.
Agenda 201, that is him.
That was their deal. And then they had 2030, which is 203 fake.
Well, she was, I don't know what day this was on, but she was in Dallas. So maybe she's in Dallas. Right here and in the hotel room.
Which is 203. Unforeseen problem. No, we saw your problem. And we've been trying to wake people up for decades.
Oh, God. That's not her voice.
Most people are just
She must be sharing someone else's video.
And JFK said, don't ask what your country can do for you, but what can you do for your country?
That's right.
Oh, God, that was her voice. She must smoke like a pack an hour. Mm-hmm.
Than us.
Than most of the people in this country. And most of the people on Telegram.
I'm going to keep an eye on this lady. Guys, please show your love to every soldier. Do they know they vandalized? Do they know they vandalized? We got to watch this one, and then we'll talk about her a little bit.
So, our duly
vandalized,
God chosen, duly elected, as I said, President Trump. You know, he received a Hollywood star. Not that he cared, I'm sure because he's a star by God. But the star that he received, Donald Trump's Walk of Fame star, is to be replaced after being destroyed by vandal.
Vandalized.
So, my thing is, hey, chambers of commerce, y'all need to...
None of those words were right. Chambers of commerce. I mean, she got of. Chambers of commerce. Did you mean chamber of commerce? None of those words were right.
So, my thing is, hey, chambers of commerce, y'all need to...
Chambers of commerce.
Fix this. How do you destroy something that's in the ground? Literally concrete with color. So...
I'm not saying it's because she's black, but I do hear, I've never heard this from a white person screaming out before, but I have heard black people screaming out before. They always, they don't always. The only person I've ever heard say economy is a black person. Maybe it's maybe it's a different way to say it. I don't know. I'm not black. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's something about the inner city neighborhoods, chambers of commerce, economy.
Yes, y'all. I searched a date of all events.
That's correct in Hebrew. Oh no.
And try to find information. And so one thing came up, which happened in 2016, October 26th, just a few days ago. In 2016, excuse me, that is. At 7 something in the morning, a.m. in the morning, someone vandalized his star.
Scott McKay made love to it, and they didn't even send anybody out to clean off the genetic material that was left behind. Now they're replacing it? It says, did you know they vandalized our president's star?
I'm reading. It says, this is far from the first
ambulance. I've heard a bunch of people say that.
This is far from the first time that President Trump's star, now he wasn't the president at the time. Oh, yes, he was. Excuse me. Has been vandalized. But the damage has never been so severe. Like, you really, and I can believe it because they vandalized my property. Because I had little flag pom-poms outside.
I'm not saying anything negative. I don't know if that's the thing they do. Like, they change words and they say them differently and part of their culture. I don't know.
A request for comment from the President Trump.
There's a bunch of words that they put different inflection on. As like part of a community or a certain area, certain town, cities.
Campaign was not immediately returned. I wouldn't dignify them with a comment either.
I've just never heard anybody say chambers of commerce or economy. I did see ambulance. I've heard a bunch of like backwoods people like where I'm from say ambulance.
He's smart. President Trump is smart, honey. It said in a video that was posted to YouTube, and I've been trying to find it. Where is that? The suspect appeared to identify himself and says why he destroyed
hair on.
the star.
I've heard that a bunch.
I'm trying to find it, y'all. This goes on to say, and I'm going to jump all over the place with this, child. Because, like, y'all have been doing too much to this man. And all I can say is remember their name.
It would be really fun to make a spoof video of her. I think she's kind of oblivious to who she is.
This man is not only a child of God,
but a spoof video would be really funny.
This man is not like your human.
Not a human.
Normal human being. And that's what I keep trying to tell you.
He is not a man. He's not a human. He's king, God of gods, king of kings. That's Donald Trump. I'm telling you, I've told you guys that they're changing this into some weird, twisted political religion. And I get told people tell me all the time, like I'm a fearmonger. It's not that. Oh, they're good Christians. They're just mixed up. No, they're not. They're worshiping Trump and JFK Jr. It's very strange.
But we don't want to listen. It says Donald Trump's star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame will be completely replaced after it was destroyed by vandal who took a pickaxe.
He must have got that at the Chamber of Commerce.
On the Hollywood Walk of Fame will be completely replaced after it was destroyed by vandal who took a pickaxe and destroyed it on a Tuesday night.
She's reading it from what I'm assuming was a news article originally. She may have wrote the notes herself, but I'm sure originally it said pickaxe.
Night, according to the Hollywood Chambers of Commerce. Yeah, I just got finished speaking of y'all. What y'all gonna do about this?
Makes sense.
So it says a felony vandalism investigation is now underway, police said. The Chambers is working with the police and intend to prosecute to the fullest extent of the law. LaRon Gubla,
LaRon, I'm not trying to be mean here, but do you think that the actual article says Lauren? Because I know it didn't say pix ass, and I know it didn't say Chamber of Commerce.
Gubler, president and CEO of the Hollywood Chambers of Commerce, said in a statement that the star will be repaired immediately.
When she said Chambers of Commerce that last time, she reminded me of Dave Chappelle, like the way she's like holding her mouth and talking. Look at this.
Of the Hollywood Chambers of Commerce.
She looks like Dave Chappelle.
That the star will be repaired immediately, but requires several days of seasoning. That means taking a moment, putting it down, and reconstructing or whatever, and then letting it set for a few days or whatever.
Yeah, seasoning means letting it acclimate to the area around it, so this doesn't bust immediately
before it is polished. So during that time, it will be covered to protect it.
It'd be covered with plastic, sprayed down with water.
Someone was sweet and kind enough, I guess. They put a Trump campaign sticker on the star after it was destroyed.
Perfect.
Any star that was destroyed, this is coming from the commerce people in Hollywood, said that it was a severely damaged as Trump's. It will be replaced according to the Chambers.
It was severely damaged. It was as severely damaged as Trump's. Was there another one damaged?
It was destroyed. Someone was sweet and kind enough, I guess. They put a Trump campaign sticker on the star after it was destroyed. Any star that was destroyed, this is coming from the commerce people in Hollywood.
In Hollywood.
Said that it was a severely damaged as Trump's. It will be replaced according to the Chambers.
What? She's even confused herself now. Sounds like all the code words over in Liberty's channel. Damn, they got a bunch of them, ain't they?
They did all kinds of stuff to this man.
That's the MNMTPQL469744362. Question mark. Affirmative. What we all talking about anymore?
They ain't do nothing to nobody but stepped on the scene and tried to save you and your raggedy family, but instead you...
Hey, he's been trying to save you and your raggedy family.
This man ain't do nothing to nobody but stepped on the scene and tried to save you and your raggedy family, but instead you want to go get the vaccine. Gone. Get 1, 2, 3, and if they make 4, get that 2. Let's take a look at how they damaged it. Now again.
Oh, you say that? What does raggedy mean?
I'm not upset about this because it already happened. And my kids know when something already happened, even at the moment that it's happening, my thing is not to cry about it, is what you're going to do about it.
It's just someone that is like a QAnon person I found interesting. I don't even know if she takes donations, but I found it interesting.
But my thing is, the more I research, and I ain't even looking for this stuff, the more stuff comes up of how they try to exploit this man. They try to defame this man. They try to smear this man's name, but you just cannot when you're a child of God, especially when you're chosen by God. So let's take a look at this.
Raggedy.
We don't even care about that star. President Trump don't care about that star. But let's take a look anyway. That's the star where his name was right here. And then somebody covered it up, taped it, and all.
I can still see the genetic material left there by Scott McKay. We're getting ready to have Trump-McKay hybrid babies terrorizing the streets.
Now remember, that happened on October 26th.
They can crawl at up to 30 miles an hour.
20.
A comb over and a big boot. That's how you see them coming.
16. And I was supposed to then got this story out. I was going to do like an anniversary of the vandalism on the 26th. But I'm a few days late. I got so much other stuff that I'm doing. But nevertheless, here it is. They did all kinds of stuff. We need to continue and remain praying for our pastor.
Presidents are A, chosen by God, B, selected by the previous president, JFK. Well, both those are true. JFK is God.
God, what are you trying to
Enough
tell
said.
me? I'm telling you, I keep calling this man pastor. Our president, Donald John Trump. Keep praying for him and his family. Keep praying for the vice president and his family. All right? We must send them prayers up. All right? I love you.
One of her videos started playing in the background while that was going on. So this lady is She Knows, 24,000 subscribers. I don't know how she got all the subscribers. Probably just by sharing like Simon Parks and stuff, maybe, because she doesn't get a whole lot of views. But it is kind of interesting. Sometimes she dresses like this, apparently.
Yo, go to T-Man. She Knows T-Man 19 right now. Run.
She Knows T-Man 19 right now. Run. I'm hoping. I guess it's a telegram. I don't know. She didn't give enough instructions. She Knows T-Man 19. Nope. I don't know where that's at. Oh, it's her other channel? Okay. She Knows T-Man 19. Right now. There's She Knows. That's what we should watch. She Knows Tarot. Quackity, AIO. Ryu, AIO, AIO. Oh, God. Maybe we should have done this. Hold on.
Yo, go to T-Man.
If she's smart, she shares her channels from her other channels. Okay, maybe. Floyd Jorgensen. Warren Neff. Don't call me white girl, period. Morals over money. Four of Swords. Finance Zone. Tabitha Brown. Donald J. Trump. NTD. A Patriots Journey 2021. Kai Jen. Right Side Broadcasting. Beach Broadcast. Oh, God. Side Club. 45 Trump News. Revelations of Jesus Christ. Monday Rock. Monkey Works, of course. Monkey Works got to be in every good psychopath's fucking search history. Concrete, Nicholas V. Eminem, Jennifer Mack, Daryl Gunter, Marcus Rogers, Gary Foley. I don't know. I didn't see it. Did you guys see it? Flav City with Bobby Parrish. JFK 2021. Let's see what's going on here. I ain't watching shit in black and white, but there's a channel. I don't know what her deal is. Like, clearly something's going on with her. But she's also a parent, so I don't think it's as... I don't know. Brainwashed? I couldn't tell you. Anyways, Brad Barton did a show. We're moving over to Brad Barton. Don't forget to like and share the videos. If you want to support the channel, you guys know how to. And don't forget, we got an affiliate agreement with ExpressVPN if you want to do that. I need to set up a bot for that. But Brad Barton did a show, and boy was it. Poured his heart and soul into this show. I just wanted to show you. Brad's the one who talks about he hasn't been able to work at his job for months and months. He's losing all this money. He spends all this time researching. Like, his new YouTube show, that's not even on YouTube, it's on BradTube, has taken up all his time. He hasn't been able to work in months. He's lost all kinds of money. I want to show you what dedication looks like, okay? I want to show you what dedication looks like. That's her grandbaby? Oh. Got a grandkid, so there's that. This man is so dedicated. I don't know if you could find someone else with more dedication. So we're going to check out the show he did and figure out where he gets all the time to do this at, okay? I don't think it's possible that he was able to do all this in 72-hour period because he didn't have a show the last 2 days before that, but apparently it is. Might as well just start calling him Superman.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Little Talk Show with Brad. I'm your host, Brad Barton. It is Monday, November the 8th, and hopefully if your employer is mandating the jab, you walked out today.
There you go.
Thousands and thousands of other people.
It's Toto walkout day.
Saying no, we are not going to stand for this. And, hopefully you've had a great day at home today, and that continues through Thursday. That's the plan.
Thursday.
Nationwide walkout. And, again, you can find the information on that at nationwidewalkout.com. And we are going to bring you something tonight that is, I believe, mind-blowing. A lot of us have looked into this.
Mind-blowing.
Some of you know about it. Some of you don't know about it. Again, the Little Talk Show with Brad is about bringing you truth. It's about bringing you what's going on behind the scenes. And, again, if you already know it all about this might be one you want to miss. But there's lots of people that don't know about it.
Listen how much he knows about this subject. I'm sure he put in a ton of research and just archiving data and answering his own questions so he could answer other people's questions. Just fucking hitting the books and search after search after search to find the right information. That's what I do, and I know it's tough. I hate to say like, oh, this is worse than a regular job, but I do spend a lot of time doing research. I can tell you, I spend a lot of time watching videos and searching stuff up and trying to find the right, the actual video before they edited it or before they photoshopped a photograph. I enjoy doing it, but I do spend a lot of time doing it. It's not terribly hard. It does consume a lot of time, and I feel for Brad. I feel he puts in all this hard work making all these shows, and he's barely even a millionaire.
And so we're gonna help those people tonight. And tonight's gonna be about devolution and what's going on in America today.
Devolution.
I think Patel Patriot has put together an unbelievable synopsis or explanation of what is going on. And Mr. Truthbomb, who I like to watch sometimes, he does some quality videos.
Yeah, Mr. Truthbomb. I know Mr. Truthbomb, a guy I used to talk to pretty regularly online and actually helped him design a course, like a little marketing course. He's friends with him, and I talk to him every once in a while. Mr. Truthbomb.
He teamed up with Patel Patriot to get this done, and we're going to share it with you tonight. But I want to
Patel Patriot.
I want to tell you this.
Truth Bomb and Patel Patriot. I didn't hear Brad Barton in there anywhere. It's weird.
As a thought before we start this, and I want to let you know something. Here's what you have to understand before we get into this. Here's what people have never understood about President Trump.
Uh-oh. Who's never understood President Trump?
Okay, I'm checking my
Why's your light having a seizure?
mic to make sure it was doing on. I forgot to pull it over here, so maybe. Hopefully, it looks like we've still got good sound here. So.
Oh, you just muted it. You hit the button, you muted it.
Let's see, sound.
Yep. There we go.
All right. So here's what I want to tell you. Here's what people have never understood about President Trump, and it's this: President Trump. It was never his intention to lead the free world. His intent was to show the world that they are enslaved.
Where'd you get that from? That's not even in his propaganda.
That's right, enslaved.
That's right, enslaved.
And then lead that world back
Rapper nations
to freedom. President Trump gave the election away deliberately because the fight he's planning to win is 100 times greater. 100 times greater.
So now he lost on purpose?
Than merely winning re-election. He plans to open every eye and every ear to what is taking place all around us at the federal, state, and local levels.
All right. I hope he shows up when FBI agents come in and apparently they're going to hold down children without parents or their consent and just start fucking laying it to them.
That runs so deep.
The first part of that's been proven true. Yeah, the first part of that was published. The second part's coming. No, it's not. Why wouldn't they mention it during the congressional hearing? Well, they're afraid parents would get too upset. Okay.
He knew it would take an army of patriots participating in order to overcome it. So with that thought in mind, I want you to watch this, and I'll be back in a little while to...
Wait a second. You'll be back? Whose show is this? You're leaving? Seems like just a few weeks ago you were called out for using other people's material and not adding anything to it. You don't critique it. You don't add satire. You don't add your own information. You don't even pause it most of the time. Now you're not even going to be present for the video.
So with that thought in mind, I want you to watch this, and I'll be back in a little while to... this is
I like vaping, Dwayne.
Volume 1. It covers parts 1.
I used to dip, not smoke. I used to smoke.
1 through 3 of Devolution. And
I'll be back in a minute.
I have some closing thoughts here. So here we go.
Are you shitting me? You'll be back in a minute, and you're just going to play someone else's video from Mr. Truth Bomb with your watermark on it, Brad Barton. Are you even trying anymore? I'll be back later. You don't... Are you kidding me, Brad? You don't even come. You're not even there for it. You're not even speaking. You're not stopping. You're not pointing anything out. I thought you were the one who was talking about how hard it was and how you couldn't do your job and you had to be right here to answer questions and do the research and be an investigator and go out and speak to people on the ground, and you can't even sit through your own video. Talk about being an auto drive. We're already at part 3. We haven't heard from Brad yet. Luckily, this guy put videos 1, 2, and 3 together so you could binge watch it. Or Brad would have had to been there to play each video. That'd have been awful. Probably would have lost another $1 million.
Here in the
He doesn't come back to the very fucking end. Talk about checking out.
in a war involving actual ground forces. Their only path to victory over the United States of America would be through infiltrating all of our institutions and destroying us from
Wow.
As you can see by what has happened since Biden was elected, they have never been closer to achieving.
Mr. Truth Bomb covers all kinds of conspiracies. I like
the more peace it brings me. I have never been more.
I like watching some of his stuff.
President Donald John built for.
I don't like watching any of Brad's stuff, to be honest with you.
Below in the description.
End of part 3.
Please share this video with absolutely everyone. What do you mean everyone?
Oh, Brad was there to giggle. Good job.
See you all next time. Where we go one, we go all.
Hey,
This is
Bear
Mr.
Man.
Truth Bomb.
Hey, Beer Man, John Frank bought you 3 6-packs. I always lose on purpose. It shows the power and control. I will. What's up, John? Thank you. Thank you for the donation. Appreciate it.
And I believe a lot of truth in this. You know, there's too many.
He didn't.
Shall we say coincidences?
He wasn't even there for the video, and he just could come in and put some comments on the end.
Folks,
don't get me wrong. I'm not so blinded by my own hatred for these people to realize that, like, I review people's videos and critique and satire and use them to teach and bring up points and prove them wrong and show evidence and do the research and pull the videos ahead of time and timestamps and pull out all the information and print off the documents. But I'd be ashamed of myself if I told you that you guys needed to keep blessing me with your donations because I couldn't go back to my, $600,000 a year job. Instead, I had to spend all my time right here, and I couldn't even sit in the chair while my video played. I'll be back in a minute. You guys enjoy this.
This is what we are looking at. And again, it's a plan that's been put in place by the president, who is a genius.
The evolution plan. He's a genius.
More than poopy pants, Biden. But again, I want to share in closing here, and we're going to be looking more into this here in the coming future here. I want to get more into this devolution theory because I believe, again, it is exactly what is playing out. And it's not easy, but we are in an absolute war, a war unlike we've never been in before. And yes, there are casualties in war. And that's why we're trying to tell you to protect yourself as best you can. We're trying to get you ready for the winter. And trying to get you prepared mentally, physically, and emotionally, and most of all spiritually for what's going on. And again, I want to close with this, before we pray, with this
call to action. Send Professor Toto some money.
I believe summarizes.
If you don't have $20, stop drinking tea. Only drink water. You're not allowed to have a cigarette. You're not allowed to buy gas for your car until you send us the $20 a month.
This entire deal. And it's again that people have never understood about President Trump is that it was never his intention to lead the free.
Yes, Mr. Mr. Truth Bomb and Patriot Patel made that video together, and he just played it for his own views. He didn't say, "Here's the link, go watch it." He didn't sit there. He didn't decipher it. He didn't show his own action. He didn't do anything to the video. He played it from start to finish without stopping it, without speaking whatsoever. A direct replacement for the original video, which is actually the opposite of fair use. The law actually states if it's a direct replacement for the actual video, then it is not covered under fair use whatsoever.
It wasn't. His intent was to show the world that they are enslaved by a hidden enemy, the cabal.
The hidden enemy.
And then lead that world back to freedom.
Oh, the cabal.
He gave the election away deliberately because the fight he is planning to win is
deliberately
than merely winning re-election.
He's a boss.
Done this way, folks. He plans to open every eye and every ear to what is taking place.
He did go back there and change his light bulb while this was happening.
All around us at the federal, state, and local levels. Corruption that runs so deep that he knew it would take an army of patriots participating in order to overcome it. What does General Flynn say? Participate locally. Local action leads to national. I can't remember what exact words he uses.
local action leads to national I can't remember the words he uses. Whatever.
Oh, local action has a national impact. That's it.
Ah, you got her.
Local action has a national impact. Think of how many people are getting involved locally today, winning school boards.
Yes, it's been a year. It's way, way, way over. I'm sorry. I'm not a fan of the guy either. But January 20th was over.
Standing in their community. It's happening. No, it's not happening as fast as we'd like it to. But I do believe that President Trump's reemergence on the scene is indeed imminent. And we are going to see some big things happening here in the near future.
Here in the near future. You know what that sounds like to me? Things are happening, and we're getting close. By the way, someone asked about our house earlier. We still do have the GoFundMe up. We are, instead of buying a house with the market all messed up, we're probably going to spend somewhere between, I don't know, 30 and 40 or $45,000 on a really nice camper and stay in it for a year. So we won't be house hunting again until 2023. But we have some cash. We're still raising money, but we have some cash. And I have a camper I already bought, just like a cheap one because we didn't figure we'd be there long, that I'm going to sell. And that's what we're going to do. I'm trying to find a co-signer right now, actually. But that's what we're planning on doing. The housing market here, I don't know if it's like this the rest of the United States. Housing market here is ridiculously overpriced. It's on a big-ass bubble. I don't want to buy a house then lose everything I got in it in 6 months when the bubble pops. So that's what we're trying to do. I don't know if it's the best decision, but it's our decision. Anyways, back to Brad. I think he was trying to say this.
Things are happening, and we're getting close. Okay? Things are happening, and we're getting close. Things are happening, and we're getting close. Okay? Things are happening, getting close. Something is not right here, guys. Pedo Joe showing his behind, which you can't do. It's confirmation of what we've heard. The ELECTION to the FRAUD. Got the. But things are happening, and we're getting close. Okay? Things are happening, and we're getting close. Things are happening, and we're getting close. Okay? Things are happening, getting close. Lots of stuff's going on. Everything is coming together. But this is just the first domino to start falling. I believe that. We're going to find out. Don't take my word for it. Look into it. You'll see. Things are happening, and we're getting close. Okay? Things are happening, and we're getting close. Things are happening, and we're
Brad's getting us close.
Okay? Things are happening, getting close. Quit listening to the mainstream media because they're liars. They are liars. That's what liars do. They lie. They're liars. I can't believe they would lie. You might say, okay, Brad, well, what's going to happen now? Well, I don't know. I think we all know that.
That's right. Brad doesn't know. Thank you again to BT for the music videos. That's always one of my favorites, is the Brad and the Liars. We got a couple more videos here. I'm trying to jump through one right now so we don't get hit with their copyright shit, but give me just a second. Hopefully I can get through their intro and what to listen to Johnny Cash and get sued or some shit. There we go. Anyways, pedophile back in action. And some of the people who were against him, who were warned to be against him, who know what he did, who said, who cares? Who cares about the kids? Who cares about that? Who cares what he did? Who cares? Well, I'm sure she cares, and her family cares, and anybody who's against pedophilia cares, and I'm sure there's a lot of people. Obviously, you don't care. I'm sure there's a lot of people that do care. They're just openly promoting him now. They're just dropping his links in their Telegram, saying, "Oh, he's live. Here's the coolest thing. You got to check it out. He's out here. He's putting the pieces together. Check him out. He fucks pineapples or some shit." So, anyways, he said on his own Telegram that he was having issues. Let me see exactly what he said. That he was having issues with. What did it say? Let me grab it. Okay, guys, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm not going to do my pre-planned live because my internet is flickering, but I'll hold a Q&A as long as I could before I get kicked off. Live in 10 minutes. Apparently, he's telling people that most of the East Coast, the internet's down, and that he's part of that because his is flickering. Tonight's live will be delayed. Hopefully the internet comes back on. And the whole thing was weird. He said he couldn't do a show a couple nights ago because he had to be swept away to some type of giant intel meeting, and he didn't know if he's going to be back in time, but it'd be worth it. Then he put that off 2 times. Due to circumstances beyond my control, I must propose tonight's live stream until 7 Eastern tomorrow. Don't be upset, guys. There's an enormous intel meeting tonight, which I am part of. Unfortunately, the meeting was scheduled very late. By the time it's over, I won't have any time to go live. As I said, circumstances beyond my control. I think he just wanted a night off, maybe, or to count his silver money. I don't know. Anyways, this is what he did tonight.
I bit my damn tongue in the back left of my tongue with my molars. Woof! Saw stars. So you're going to hear me speaking a little bit funny tonight. That portion of my tongue over there is swollen.
That's true. Actually, most doctors would call that blunt force trauma to the back of the throat. Causes that issue. Mariah's had it before. If you guys ever heard her on a microphone.
It's hitting my tooth when I go to talk.
Mm-hmm.
So I sound funny.
Shit, I get your ugula.
There it was, right there. You heard it. I couldn't really get the S out the right way. It's bizarre. Anyhow, I'm going to drop 3 major truth bombs, major intel bombs.
3 major truth bombs.
Right at the beginning of the live. And then I'm going to get that out of the way. So in case I do get internet bombed here again. The internet all day, this morning was completely off. And then it went from flickering back and forth. Then the afternoon it went completely off again. And then it went from flickering. But I reset everything here. And seems good so far. So let's get going while we could go. Following the intel, which is going to be at the beginning tonight, I'm going to transition right into it.
He saw stars when he bit his tongue.
I think I just repeated myself, but whatever. All right. Let's open up this chest.
Yeah, he's so it's so fake when he tries to make himself like, oh, I'm just one of you guys, you know? Think I repeated myself. Think I did this. Everything he does is coordinated, laid out to get the most attention, the most viewers, and the most money through his scams.
New Jersey, Kentucky.
Exactly what's going on. That's why it seems so disingenuous when he's trying to just have a conversation.
Detroit,
disingenuous.
Erie, Long Island, Bloomsburg.
Sorry. There we go. I just want to get to his 3 intel bombs.
Let's go, Brandon. It was funny. I was watching a Let's Go Brandon thing the other day. And when we say it here in the United States, we say, let's go, Brandon, you know, like at the stadiums. But like, I saw these people from like the UK. And this guy comes on with a microphone and big smile on his face, right? And he goes, and there's a big crowd, and he's on a stage, and there's a big crowd, and he goes, let's go, Brandon. And they all say, let's go, Brandon. And it's just like the enunciation of it is so poor. Anyway, Fanghul, he's our new consistent number 1, this Fanghul guy. I always want to do this when I say Fangul, too. Conor McGregor's up there again, too. That's the real Conor McGregor, by the way. And he'll kick your ass. Casey Murray, 01. Third place with 16.2. Ramsey Mary. It's cool. And Mach 1D. Mach. Sounds like you got something. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm really not funny at all. Gavin Newsom.
I don't know what you're talking about, Rick.
Is dead.
Oh, God.
Gavin Newsom is dead.
Intel bomb.
Gavin Newsom.
Intel explosion.
Gavin Newsom was afraid of what's to come. And he killed himself. So the last couple weeks or 2 or 3 weeks, whatever it's been since he's been seen, they have now...
If you don't believe in these people, why do you spend 24/7 following... 24/7 following them is following them? We're going to have to stick to English, buddy. Have you not seen my show? I prove them wrong repeatedly.
Well, they've been trying to find a duplicate or a lookalike or a impersonator.
I do feel like something's going on with Gavin Newsom, because when people started, making the meme and doing the thing, I feel like he would have come out and made an appearance just to, stick it to him. Jack Posobiec is one of them. I'm sure he would have come out and been like, "Here I am. What now, Jack?" I do think something's going on. I don't think he's dead.
For Newsom to play out the events here until we could actually get to...
There's no way to tell what's going on, I guess.
It in such a way. But one of the biggest drops from the phone call that I had was Gavin Newsom is no more. Gavin Newsom, for a very long time, as some of you may not know this, but Gavin Newsom is the nephew of Nancy Pelosi.
Not true.
Gavin
also not true.
Newsom was put into office to further the Pelosi left-wing agenda.
I saw some people sharing a video from Gavin Newsom, but there was other people saying that it wasn't new, and there's some people saying it was. I don't know.
And recently, since the recall...
Why would I not announce that Gavin Newsom's dead when he's announced dead? Think I'm hiding it? Wait. Colby Newsom spoke at the California Economic Summit today. He's fine. Sweet. I didn't know that. I did see a video, and then some people were like, "Oh, this isn't new." I just didn't have time to... oh, there it is. I just didn't have time to address it. Didn't do any research on it. California governor makes first public appearance after 2 weeks hiatus. Gavin Newsom made his first public appearance in 2 weeks, participating in a fireside chat as part of the 2021 California Economic Summit. The governor revealed revealed his absence from the Glasgow Climate Conference and hiatus from public life was due to a need to spend more time with his family. I don't know about that. He was probably sick and didn't want to show that he was sick. A lot of people are getting sick from the different levels, but still, he's back. He's alive. There he is.
Gavin Newsom had a choice of either... I'm frozen?
No.
Who punched me? Nobody punched
in the
me.
book depository bathroom, glory hole.
Frozen? There we go. Okay, looks like I'm back. Gavin Newsom had a choice.
This is the video I was shown. Hold on, let me look. I think I still have it. I looked it up just because I was wondering what was going on. I kept seeing Jack Posobiec and all these other people post about it, and he was missing for a while. And I thought, oh well, I probably need to search it. But apparently, is this the video? That's edited. But let me see. I think this must be his wife. He shared a video. Yeah, here it is. This is the video that came out today.
Here in California and, of course, across the globe.
Oh, I'm sorry. This isn't the one from today. Where's the one from today? Fireside Chat is what we're looking for. That was from November 4th. Was it shared today? Where did it just go? Oh, it was shared on November 4th. Let's do videos. That was 29 minutes ago. Is this the Fireside Chat? There's something wrong with this video. I think this is it.
I signed up to go to Europe. And
First appearance, yeah.
And I had that dinner. A lot of you know this dinner with family. And the kids, literally, they kind of had an intervention. They said they couldn't believe that I was going to miss Halloween. And we got a 5-year-old, oldest is 12, 4 young kids. And, I got to go, honey, this and that. And my wife was going to go as well. And, mom and dad missing Halloween.
I don't know what they're trying to show, a shadow or something, but that's the video of him.
Bill signing, and I signed up to go.
I would say he was, even if unrelated, he probably had the sniffles or was sick or had the flu or whatever, even if it's unrelated. But the way that he needs to save face for his side of the argument is he couldn't be seen out in public that way, right? That makes sense to me. Even if someone told me that, I would be like, oh, it's kind of shitty, but it makes sense. Like, obviously, that's the way, that's his side of the argument. He needs to look healthy when he shows up.
The fraudulent recall to, come clean and give people up, and if he did come clean and give people up, he would be spared his life and spend the rest of his life in prison.
I don't know what you mean plain as day, because CGI is actually really good. So, you're struggling, dude. You're struggling.
If he didn't come clean and give people up, he would be executed. So neither of the options were good enough for Gavin Newsom. And obviously, he took the coward's way out.
5150.
So, before all y'all start mumbling your shit, if you're waiting to hear that on the mainstream media, it's not going to happen. So, when and if it does get reported, it's mostly going to...
That's right, Roderick. Don't blow our covers.
Alternate explanation.
So you know how there was like it was like Trump derangement syndrome, that like doctors are like, it's an actual thing, like they're so tied up in this, like they stay so upset, mad, depressed, they can't concentrate, blah blah blah. There's going to be a notation in the history books like post Trump derangement syndrome, and it's going to be these people.
Then what really happened to Newsom, but what I just said is the truth. So that's thing number one. Thing number two that I want to talk about is the internet outages that...
They never have any proof. There's never any proof. It's just, wasn't this weird? Or... something that only I would know because someone that I personally know called me and told me something secret that you can't be privy to, but told me to tell you on my YouTube channel with thousands of subscribers. Even though it's supposed to be secret, I'm still going to tell you.
Not by chance. They were testing big blocks of internet routing, so to speak, to make sure that they could still put, and when I say they, of course, I'm talking about us, the white hats, they could still put out the internet when needed. There's two reasons. Well, there's two things that I want to talk about that are going to branch off of that number two thing that I just mentioned. The internet outages are going to be perpetual.
The CEO of Pfizer hasn't been arrested either, but
for some time. So you're going to see a little bit this day. You're going to see a little bit that day. It could be during
The outages I heard about today were actually, I think they were, there was some outages in the Bay Area and there's some outages in Chicago. But outages are semi-normal in a lot of places. Anything from, you know, a broken phone line to construction tore up a fiber optic line. There's like a main fiber optic line that runs up like the East Coast, and it's been severed before.
day. It could be at night. It could be for an entire day sometimes. It just depends on certain things, where the internet grid, so to speak, which ones that the White Hats believe that they have to shut down in order to make the most out of the...
So, if you don't know who Rick is, Rick thought he liked the channel when I was going after one specific person. He's like, oh, yeah, this guy's fake, blah, blah, blah. I hate this guy. Keep going, we'll get him, blah, blah, blah. And then I'm pretty sure that it drastically turned violent, and then he didn't like when I was covering other people. The whole thing was weird. Like, he wants to pick and choose who's lying. You just start your own channel, pick and choose.
You know, the plan to make the most out of whoever they have to capture and whoever has to be, you know, shown certain things. With that said, it is highly important that you have cash on you.
He said he was dead, that he killed himself rather than taking a plea deal with the White Hats.
I know for the last 6 to 12 months, I very rarely have cash on me anymore. For many years ago, I did. But the way that, you know, everything is just so seamless now with cards.
Yeah, I hope you feel better, Carolyn. Good night.
And all that stuff. I've transitioned away from cash and into, you know, digital spending. When the internet does go down, you guys are not going to be able to spend your money via credit card.
I feel like I do feel like I'm a good judge a lot of times of like people that come in who like want to get a rise out of me, and I try not to give it to them. And then there's other people that come in that think they're just going to try some slick shit like underneath the radar, and I'm not going to notice it. And they don't want to be noticed. Then I try to immediately notice them and make them famous. I think I'm pretty good at it. Maybe I'm completely backwards and wrong, but it makes me feel good.
And the internet's down, the internet's down. And all of those things, including credit cards, are connected through the internet. So you will not be able to use your online shopping. You will not be able to use PayPal. You won't be able to use any of your plastic credit cards at merchants or at retailers. You need to have cash. This isn't a big red siren going off saying, oh boy, got to pack up our food and get that water ready and whatever. But the internet's going to go down. So if the internet goes down, you need to have food. You need to have water. You need to have, gas in your vehicles. For those of you that still drive those gas-powered engines, no idea if people still do that nowadays, but I'm assuming they do. Anyway, have cash. Get some out of the bank. As much as you think would be, emergency type cash for, say, a week or so. And I'm talking about your spending. So gasoline, groceries.
His website is Phil Silver. Do not accidentally put in pedophile slivers. That'll bring you something completely different up. Then you get on a watch list. The whole thing's weird.
Stuff like that. Essentials. Stuff like that. So however much you need to, we're all going to have a different amount, but however much you need based on that, that's what you should do. Number 3, it has been confirmed, to me anyway, that we will, a lot of you guys are going to like this, we will, it will happen, we will be seeing the EBS.
Has anybody seen, we will be seeing the EBS. Has anybody seen, what's his name? Was it Crazy Corman? Crazy Corman? Wasn't that his name? Used to hang out in the chat a lot. I haven't seen him in a while, but I think he had a different account too. Can't remember.
That is happening. When?
When?
Disclosed. But the decision was apparently made a while back when the mainstream media did not properly report the Arizona audit results. Trump and the Patriots Trump, because he was the one that was kind of holding back on the EBS. Trump said, that's it. You know, they're getting it. They're getting all of it. Now, let me tell you what I know.
He loves me.
Currently contains.
I'm out of his age bracket. I'm 32, so I'm damn near 20 years too old.
Just going to mute you guys 1 second while I answer this call. Hope you don't mind.
I just hadn't seen him in a while, and I get like these weird, what the fuck, are you taking a call during the show? Where like, I guess it's, I don't know if it's my PTSD or whatever, but I get like these weird kicks where I just think about somebody and then I wonder what the fuck happened to him. I don't know, I just hadn't seen him in a while.
This call.
He might be fine. Just stopped watching the show, who knows? Gonna take this call, hold on. That's the red phone. That's the president calls him on that red phone. Just wait. I am double his preferred age plus one large toddler. Be careful, Johnny. What does that mean to... I bet you he's doing this right here so people would try to lip read, and he's probably saying all kinds of good shit. It's the EBS, this is happening. Tell Trump to get here. I need to speak to him right now. Get Jeff on the horn. Top bunk intel. Stat. I wish I still had my giant phone. I hate how little his mouth moves when he talks. I gotta skip ahead. I can't watch a fucking fake phone call. Come on.
Been bad. Okay. So hopefully you didn't hear a word I said there, because that would have been bad.
Hopefully you didn't hear a word I said there, because that would have been bad. I was talking to my lawyer about this new girlfriend I got at Middleborough Middle School.
EBS. Trump got a little pissed when the mainstream media took the angle that they took after the Arizona audit fake news, reporting. Trump basically said, you know what, we haven't had to do any of this. We did this for the sake of the country, not for the sake of them, and they continue to kick us in the teeth. So it's happening. Now, I didn't know that until last night that he made that decision.
Stopping every 100 miles, calling Baton Rouge.
Will EBS happen? When will
Hey, operator, won't you put me on through? Gotta send my love down to Baton Rouge.
Time frames on things because I'm not the one that says, okay, go now. I'm the one that gets everybody in the right frame of mind, gets everybody in the right positions, gets everybody with the right technology so that we could, I'm saying too much, but anyway,
he's the one who gets everybody pumped up, gets everybody in the right frame of mind, gets them all the right technology so we can go. He doesn't say go, but he gets everybody ready to go.
EBS is coming. Now, the big thing about EBS and what you should prepare yourself for with EBS, I don't know what you're thinking about when you hear EBS. First of all, EBS stands for Emergency Broadcast System. Okay, EBS. My tongue hurts real bad.
I thought it stood for Extra Bangin' 7th Graders. But to be fair, it's only because you said it.
If you guys think you're going to see, like, guillotines and people hanging from rope and stuff like that, chances are you're not. Now, what you may see, well, what you will see, let me start with what I'm positive you will see.
Positive.
Back late last year, in November and December of last year, leading up to the election, to the inauguration, before the inauguration took place, there were rumors floating around all over the place, which weren't actually rumors. There were rumors floating around all over the place that there were taped confessions of some of the highest political figures and, billionaires throughout not only the country, but also throughout the world. Some big tech, peoples, big tech giants that confessed to a lot of their crimes, I guess, or involvement.
What?
In the plan.
You forgot the word crimes?
And to take over the world, essentially. So you're going to see with the EBS a lot of familiar faces that you wouldn't expect to be admitting to crimes. Bill Barr, back when he was Attorney General, was flying on a daily basis for pretty much the entire month of November and most of December before he resigned. Bill Barr was flying around the country on military aircraft.
On military aircraft.
Other Justice Department officials picking up people from certain locations, flying them in the air around the country.
Holding them out the door. Getting confessions.
That happened. That was rumored to have happened, a year ago now. But it happened, and those confessions were obtained. And
I'm telling you, the reason he did the phone call is he wants people to try to debunk it. He was probably saying all kinds of crazy shit on there. He wants people to lip read it.
From here to there, it's going to take this long based on this. You have that long to tell us about.
One of his techniques is just putting out enough information to where people can piece it together and think that he used to work for the NSA, or that he used to work with Snowden, or that he used to be a roommate with Ezra Cohen Watnick. And then when they figure it out, because he laid all the clues out, and he says, "Oh my God, I can't believe you guys figured that out. Good job, you're true Anons," and shit like that. That's one of his techniques. I'm not gonna lie, it works. Like, people think they're solving shit, so it works. The same way another one of his techniques is, I got 20 minutes to be on a flight in New York. Everybody was talking about that shit the next couple of days. Everybody. And now, apparently Jeff B gave him some kind of test about the pineapple. Ask if he works under the pineapples. And if he answers, well, no. Well, you just gave it away, dude. All someone has to do is send you his clip. And now you just gave him legitimacy that he didn't earn, because he's going to just repeat what you said about it. Right? Idiot. He's got all these people vouching for him. He's vouching for all these other people, and none of them are anything.
This, and if you don't, instead of letting you off when the plane lands in that location that we're supposed to go to, we're going to go to Gitmo. And a lot of them were taken to Gitmo.
Gitmo. Gotta go.
The EBS is going to show you a number of taped confessions about the crimes.
Gitmo to Hitmo. Another intel call?
But you're not going to see what I think a lot of you are hoping to see. I'm hoping that what I just said, I get to see with my own eyes. Now, I'm told that we're going to, but I want to see it with my own eyes. I don't want to just be told, that this is happening. I want to see it. So that's in our future. And I'm happy that that's in our future. I think that is something that the country needs to know. We know the majority of these, crimes that were committed. We've been talking about them.
We know them.
But when I say that the country needs to hear this stuff, I'm not necessarily talking about us. I'm talking about all those fools out there that are just such far left liberals that a lot of us think that there's no hope for them. That's what I'm talking about. They need to hear those confessions. Now, another thing that I do think we'll see, which may make you guys get a little excited, is the individuals, I anticipate, and from what I'm told, this will be a smaller group of individuals that have propagated the sex trafficking ring that has existed across the globe for many, many years now. Those big players will be executed live.
Perfect. Live, even.
And I can't wait to see that. Not
wow. Sadistic.
Gruesome or
sick.
Satanic or anything, but it's all about the kids, you know?
All about the kids except for that one, right? She was a liar. She deserved it. She dressed slutty. She came on to me.
Into the type of person I
was punishing her mother. Whatever.
My kids.
Save the kids. For Phil later. He gets a turn.
So.
I hate that shit.
I'm excited to see that. And I'm also excited, you know, in a way that the EBS will happen. I think that's I think a lot of us, and I know a lot of us from reading the chat and, you know, comments and everything over the last several months, a lot of us were potentially, well, a lot of us were obviously disappointed when I said the EBS might not be necessary. Trump's point of view, from what I could tell you, is the deep state cabal has used the mainstream media against us for so many years to create division, to create hatred, to create riots, to create confusion, disinformation, misinformation, flat out lies at times. And Trump had thought that he was on the same page. Believe it or not, the sides have been negotiating. Trump thought he was on the same page as the deep state cabal when it comes to how this is all going to shake out. Where do we go from here?
Oh, no.
Get back on track.
How do we do it?
Get out of office? How does Trump get back in office? Who's going to be VP? Who's going to be left in Congress in the United States? Who's going down? What tape confessions are coming out from the people that are in Congress, like Adam Schiff?
I feel like you went down before Phil.
Who's going to take his place? What's the special election process? Who are we going to have less congressmen than we do now within government? Or are all of these people going to have to be replaced? There's a lot of stuff happening. And then you got to start talking about cybersecurity. How are the next elections going to be secure? Are we going to use a blockchain system? Are we going to use algorithm? Are we going to finish the border wall with the infrastructure bill that was just passed, and then use the rest of it for some kind of free energy system? There's a lot going on, and then you got to throw in NESARA. And forget about NESARA. That'd be easy. What about?
It'd be too easy if you just forgot about it.
You have to withdraw, according to NESARA.
Can't forget about it.
Withdraw all aggressive military positions.
Never happened.
Throughout every world government in every location across the globe. So
I don't care how much you capitulate. That'll never happen.
There's a lot going on. And in the midst of this entire devolution that our country is currently in, that Donald Trump has put us into in terms of this continuation of government across our country, across the United States, and the 9 commanders that are in positions across the country right now that are essentially running the country as if a president would. Trump was kind of infuriated at the mainstream media reporting about the Arizona audits, because the other side knows that they lost. I explain this as the chess game. You know, two master chess players look down at the board. The guy that's currently losing.
It's a chess analogy? Come on. I'm going to skip ahead.
Looks over at the other.
I'm not going to say listen to a chess analogy.
Was implementing the EBS. It just wasn't immediately. So, all good news. As far as I'm concerned, from what last night's phone call was all about, I unfortunately cannot tell you who was on that phone call. I could tell you that it wasn't on a regular, it wasn't on my cell phone, for example. I wasn't going to tell you, even though I could, but I will. I do have access to a Q phone. Q phone has nothing to do with Q, like the entity Q. A Q phone is a quantum phone. That is, that's all I could say about that. And a lot of the quote-unquote phone calls that I do have that are of this nature is on that device. And it's not the type of cell phone you've come to recognize as a cell phone. For example, it doesn't look like this.
Who just knocked? That was weird, huh? The big knock on his door. I guess he could have knocked something over on his thing.
Suicide.
He's so fucking boring, dude.
EBS coming. Guys, this is a phone call that I have to take real quick.
Oh my God, he's doing another one.
Your pee break. We'll get into Q&A right after this.
Taking another one. Yeah, take another Intel call. Are you shitting me? People are making this guy a millionaire, by the way. Another thing that comes along with his wealth that's pretty shitty is the fact that if anybody says anything negative to him, he's currently just threatening. I don't think he's actually taking anybody but Chris Kelly and the Scranton Times, which he's going to lose. All they did was share public records. But like if he found me like talking shit about him, he could threaten to sue me. And he could even have a lawyer file out paperwork and sue me in court. And because he's got money and followers and support, and I don't have money to burn like that, I would, just because I'm spiteful. Like I would fucking lose everything just to go to court and prove him wrong. But some people won't be able to fight it back, won't be able to do anything, won't be able to take it back or go to court. They just have to withdraw their statement. That's what happened to We the Media or whatever it was. When they shared the thing, I'm sure they didn't want to go to court and waste all that fucking money. So they withdrew their thing saying he was arrested.
Ow! Wah! Ooh. Choppa. Okay.
The hell?
And I'm back. So I'm back. And hopefully you guys empty your bladders. And you
anybody who uses their money or influence or audience like that's a piece of shit, by the way.
pop more corn. And
they'll support me. They'll get me a lawsuit. He claims, now listen, he claims that he was Northeastern Pennsylvania's top real estate agent. He owns a mortgage and title company. He owned a real estate school for other realtors. He owned several fast food restaurants, and he had to crowdfund a lawsuit against a local newspaper. He had to have his chat give him the $20,000 or $30,000 or whatever it was. Now that's what he claims. If you're the top real estate agent, plus you own a real estate school, plus you own a mortgage and title company on houses, plus you own several fast food restaurants, I'm pretty sure you could come up with $20,000 if you had to hire a lawyer to represent you for a lawsuit. Especially just to file the paperwork and shit.
When I have a break like that. We're going to roll into a Q&A. Do a Q&A here for maybe about 30 minutes, 45 minutes or so.
I'm not going to watch this Q&A.
Not a yes or no, just a regular Q&A.
I want to see how he wrapped up, maybe. Does he have a big long outro? I can't remember. I hardly ever make it to the end.
Time travel.
I don't want to have a bunch of Johnny Cash start playing. Time travel is what he was just talking about. He's a grifting queen.
Shit.
Another phone call. More intel.
Web designer Andy just said you should be able to log into your accounts now. How long will Grassley be interim?
They're making him so fucking rich. Between his silver scam and all the money he gets donated all the time, they're making him so fucking rich.
Shortly. Weeks. Not months. Have I ever drank what? I missed that one, I'm sorry. Colloidal silver? No, I have not. Not that I'm aware of. I can't remember. You the man. Thanks, Michael Dinkins. Web designer. I don't know if he knows it yet, but he's Michael Dinkins and Andy and a couple of my mods are featured in my newsletter this week. Good people.
That's right. Take somebody else's money. That even sounded dirty when I said it.
Yes, credit cards will be wiped under Nasara law.
No more credit cards. They'll be wiped out. Of course.
Someone just asked, will the shot heard round the world be Obama or Hillary Clinton? Guys, the shot heard around the world is the vaccine. The shot heard around the world. I thought we were onto that, and I thought we knew that. Q predicted the vaccine. It's the shot heard around the world. If you're new to me, that probably also means you're new to Q.
Ooh. He's part of the Q admin team. Actual leader of the other 5 Anons. Top Anons.
Past in lives, and I think it's time to do it again, maybe.
No outside comms. That's what Q said, by the way.
Knowledge. All right, guys, that's it for me. I keep biting my tongue, so I'm going to cut this one tonight. Thanks for tuning in. Glad we got to do the live. Didn't think we were going to there for a little while. Y'all have a good night. Hope to see more signups on Philizon. Hope to see more signups on Phil Silver. Calendar's blowing up over there already, which is great. PhilGodlesky.live for all of your stuff. Merch store is there. Subscriptions are there. Links to all my platforms are there. Videos, photos, all sorts of stuff. The Q Proofs page will be updated. I'll try to do it tomorrow. If not, definitely by the weekend. Have a good night, everybody.
Jesus Christ. Sorry, I was reading up the last of his little profile. I can't believe that this guy, they're going to make him famous doing this. I was reading his post over here. He posted since then. After that, I wish I could show you his rap video, but it would give me copyright struck. He posted, wow, look what was just found in Georgia. Why doesn't Governor Brian Kemp do something about the large scale contest stuff that took place? Where's the Secretary of State, Brad Raffensperger? The people of Georgia get it. And it says 74 counties in Georgia missing images in violation of the law. That's from Heather Mullins from Real America's Voice TV, RAV TV. And then he put Rutro, PG.live weekly newsletter is listed under media for all my website subscribers. Log in to your accounts. By the way, he launched a new website since we talked about him last. And it's a pay website. Somebody's building it for him on WordPress because it's down right now. And it says, hello world, welcome to WordPress. This is your first post edit. This is how a brand new WordPress site starts when you first get it. But anyways, it's a paywall website that's supposed to contain all things Phil. whatever the fuck that means. It's supposed to contain all things Phil. It says PG.Live weekly newsletters listed under media for all my website subscribers. Log into your account, then find the media tab. It's pretty cool if I do say so myself, but of course none of that's working. It's PG.Live for his paywall site. I don't know. It's something. It's something. I just don't understand how people keep believing him after his story about the New York trip that he couldn't even make, the deep dark secret web that doesn't make any fucking sense. The 14-year-old come out and people are like, "Oh, I looked into that," and then they just repeat his exact story. Do you think when there's like a murder case and they have like a suspect or they're pretty sure who did it, that they go to check him out and they just listen to his story and then they just repeat it and say, "Oh, he must be innocent. He said he didn't do it. He said that the reason he had blood on his hands because he tripped and fell in blood at someone else's house. And then he just wandered home and he saw the gun on the ground, so he picked it up to see what was going on." Like, come on. It's 11 o'clock. Let's grab this one right quick. We'll probably skip around quite a bit, but ML and Mike Penny got together on Redneck Renegade Radio. This is from last night. Let's see what they had to say.
Well, hey, how you doing, brother?
Muted.
Oh, you know what I need to do. Here we go.
Blessed and
there you go.
Favored.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Well, what a beautiful song that was. What a tribute to the Most High Elohim, you know.
Elohim.
Say thank you to all of our beautiful brothers and sisters out there that wish me a happy born day today itself. Thank you for all of your love and your kind words.
Happy born day.
Thank you very much. Thank you so very much. Birthdays and Father's Days are pretty hard for me because...
Uh-oh, there's a donation. Angie Lincoln Dasner.
Does he have a Q tattoo on his dick?
I wouldn't doubt that he had a Q tattoo on his dick. I don't want to be the guy who has to walk around with a magnifying glass trying to find it. But we could probably just ask all the local middle school kids in his neighborhood, and I'm sure somebody could let us know.
You know,
thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate it.
8 years. And so it's a little bittersweet. And this is kind of the first year I've actually really recognized my birthday. So thank you, everybody, for your love. I appreciate that very much.
This is the first year he's ever recognized his birthday. Ever.
Well, Big Mike.
He didn't even know how old he was.
Well, you know, today's been an amazing day. It was beautiful over here in the Ozarks, brother. How was your weather over in your neck of the woods?
Man, the clouds cleared, the sky opened up, beautiful sunshine, lovely, lovely fall day.
Gorgeous. There's just something about it. I'm telling you what. I'm telling you, there's just something special that's happening right now. The overall spirit, I can sense it in your chat channel and in my chat channel and other chat channels that I've actually been...
in my chat channel, your chat channel, other chat channels, when we chat in the chat channel for chatty chat channels, Chatty Cathy's in the chat channels, they're always chatting about channels that have chat, and the chat's usually about me, my channel, and your channel in their channel chat.
Looking throughout today,
got it.
A sense of love and unity that really is transpiring right now in the Patriot community, brother, like I've never seen before, this bond that is forming.
We've been talking about it for several months now. You know, the call to unity came from God, and this movement has adjourned to a call to unity in bringing together all the different diversities of patriots. And what an amazing time it's going to be when we all gather in the same place to share the same love and enjoy the same grace that has been bestowed upon us by Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior.
Absolutely, brother. Well, today I listened to...
There's a donation. $30 cowgirl.
I have a squirrel in my pants. Pixel Bob HSWP.
I wouldn't doubt that. Squirrel in your pants. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. I have a squirrel in my pants. Thank you very much. Not only are they still doing it after the Dallas thing, but some of the people they fooled are the people who's making excuses for them. That's why I'm afraid this shit's never going to end.
To Prime Minister did a video, I think it was today, and it was just a little bit of an update, 3 or 4 minute video update from Dallas. Some of the stuff they're seeing and experiencing from a spiritual side down there.
Mike's leaning back like he's over in the Stephen Hawkins wheelchair. Gonna have to blow on a straw to even move around.
It's phenomenal, bro.
Dallas wore his ass out. Someone bought you a 6-pack. Keep up the hood work. And keep up the good work. Frauds need to be exposed. Thank you. I appreciate it. We're trying to. We're just not going to do it 7 days a week, but we're going to try to get it.
What's going on down there?
Thank
in
you.
preparation for what's about ready to take place down there. I'll tell you what, we had a phenomenal show last night. I encourage everybody, if you didn't go back and watch Mike's show last night, y'all go back there and watch Mike's show. It was
Gotta go back and watch it. I'm going to jump ahead and see what they're talking about.
Will help ascend.
Yeah, I stopped using the word patriot, Michigan girl. I haven't come up with another good one. Well, really, even if I did, I probably wouldn't put it out there because they'll just steal it and make it their own. But they've ruined the word patriot.
John Kennedy ascend, okay, and be with the Heavenly Father, and it will change the world forever. It will change the world forever.
We got to back that one up. What just happened?
Along with the gematria to get the story out, okay, and the symbolic love and grace behind it all. And as these acts are completed, like ML was saying last night, just the sheer fact of completing the limousine ride in Dallas will help John Kennedy ascend, okay, and be with the Heavenly Father, and it will change the world.
Okay, so you got to go back and make a limousine ride in Dealey Plaza because he's Jesus, and that'll help him ascend to where he can go back home and be with his dad.
Forever.
Got it.
Forever. Just like if he had never gotten shot back then, it would be such a different world because we would have had a good versus evil fight back then.
Yeah. Yeah. And think about this, Mike. God is in control of all things. That's a fact. So God could have interceded on that day of November 22nd, 1963. He could have interceded and stopped.
If JFK's God, he could have stopped BLM from stopping his very first appearance in, fucking 40 years. But he didn't.
I believe that the bigger plan, there was a much, much bigger design and plan in allowing that to happen for humanity's sake. And I think that... remind me again, who's the lady we're waiting on that's supposed to come back? Is it Linda or something that said that JFK was going to reveal himself, and if he didn't, she'd be back? And I said, well, if he does, then I'll be right here. You can come and I'll tell you were right. And she never came back. What's her name? Damn it, I can't remember now. I wish that motherfucker would come back. Tina Elkin. This is your second call. No JFK Jr., no JFK Sr. Let's go. Where you at? That's going to be revealed to us eventually. Why that was allowed to take place and happen. So
if he popped out of the shadows, I'd be right here saying, guys, I don't know. I didn't believe it. I guess he's Jesus. I don't know what to say. Here she is.
He's behind all our plans. He's behind everything. All right. So we covered the law of cause and effect. Now we have the law of compensation. This is the law of cause and effect applied to blessings and abundance that are provided for us. The visible effects of our deeds are given to us in gifts, money, inheritances, friendships, and blessings. The law of attraction.
Here we go. Roderick paid $5 into the cult. No message? I don't hear one. Thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate it. I really do, even without a message. Thank you.
Action demonstrates how we create the things, events, and people that come into our lives. Our thoughts, our feelings, our words, and actions produce energies that in turn attract like energies. Negative energies attract negative energies, and positive energies attract positive energies. Sure. So this is what we deal with every single day in our chats, negative energy and positive energy, And I thought it was really interesting today. So this morning, Cajun, in the mods chat for your chat, felt really impressed and revealed that God impressed upon him that in interacting with people that are negative in these chats, rather than just deleting them, shall we say, or putting them times out, let's express some love. Let's express some gratitude.
Love them.
Let's try that.
Why do you guys keep banning me, though? No one over there loves me. Where you guys been?
If we chip away little by little.
Always a bride, never a bridesmaid. Something like that.
You know, a little bit of love goes a whole long ways. You know, and so, you know, I thought that was really great to see that and feel that. And I bore as a second witness to Cajun that I felt that was a need, because I know there's a lot of people that feel like they've been deleted for unnecessary reasons. But I'm also all about giving second chances as well. But I don't believe that, you know, people should be abused in these chats and stuff like that either, you know. And so, you know,
I'm looking for Tina right quick to see if I can find some of her claims quickly. I'm not going to go all the way through this video, but I'm skipping around looking.
Yeshua HaMashiach was teaching us when he was here in mortality. Okay? Love and kindness. That's right. Love and kindness. Now we have the law of perpetual transmutation of energy. This 8th out of the 12th universal law is a powerful one. It states that all persons have within them the power to change the conditions in their lives. Higher vibrations consume and transform lower ones. Thus, each of us can change the energies in our life by understanding the universal laws and applying the principles in such a way as to affect change. Everything we're doing right now, this is what we're doing, is we're affecting change. The change in humanity, the change in our nation, the change in our world. And in watching some of these truthers, Mike, they're telling us that, you know, the white hats are waiting on us.
The white hats are waiting on us.
The Patriots are in control of our
Makes
own
perfect sense.
You know, and Patriots, a lot of the Patriots are waiting for them to do something so they can react to something that they're doing. But actually, the white hats are waiting on us to be able to help us. It's all on our shoulders. What do you think about that?
I don't know that they're necessarily waiting, as they have tried to bestow upon us an unction that God has already bestowed upon us. Okay, in the Bible, it tells us to be involved in our local municipalities. Okay, they are not our idols, however. He warns us of that, and that they are not to be blindly followed as well. So, you know, I think that we have to listen to God first and take on the white hat urgency along with it. But the truth is going to come with God. The truth in it all is going to come with God. And when He orders your steps, you know, you are obedient to it, and you're rewarded for that. You may be given another gift, another gift that he can bestow upon you, or you help somebody that needed help, or whatever the case may be. It's a beautiful experience when you follow your order steps from God, which is why ML and I are out here every day putting this message out as much as we can, because He's ordered our steps, and we're going to be obedient to it, just like Noah was obedient to it down to the moment where he thought he was going to have to sacrifice a child, but he learned.
Man, I don't see her comments anywhere. I've just been skipping through.
That's a fact.
I was hoping to see some of them so I could zero in on them.
We actually have the law of relativity.
I remember telling her to come back. She said she would.
The person will receive a series of problems like tests.
She knew he would be there at midnight.
Strengthen the light within them. We kind of alluded to this last night on the One Eternal Round. All right. We must consider each of these tests to be a challenge and remain connected to our hearts when proceeding to solve these problems. This law also teaches us to compare our problems to others' problems and put everything into its proper perspective. No matter how bad we perceive our situation to be, there is always someone who is in worse position. It is all relative. It is all relative. Then we have the law of polarity. This law states that everything is in continuum.
The law of polarity.
We can suppress and
Where are you getting these laws from?
on the opposite pole. It is the law of mental vibrations. Then you have the law of rhythm. This law
I'd say you're having some mental vibrations. If I had to guess, you're having way too many.
to certain rhythms. These rhythms establish seasons, cycles, stages of development, and patterns. Each cycle reflects the regularity of God's universe. Masters know how to rise above negative parts of cycle by never getting too excited or allowing negative things to penetrate their consciousness. And then the final 12th law is called the law of gender. This last out of the 12 universal laws state that everything has its masculine and feminine principles. The masculine, the divine feminine as well. Those are those principles. And that these are the basis for all creation. The spiritual initiate must balance the masculine and feminine energies within themselves to become a master and in true harmony with Elohim, the Most High God. So it's really interesting. Those are all applicable to our daily lives.
Shit, that's the wrong one. That's the reason I can't find it.
How we treat people. And I can remember when you were down there in Dallas. I can remember, I'm going to say Patrick Kennedy. I can say Patrick. I can remember when Patrick would say,
You got him. You can remember when Patrick said it.
Remember, he would say something to the effect is, I would like to find out what size that shoe he wears, and I'd like to walk.
Oh, here it is. Tina Elkins. Let me see. Let's just, I know there's not audio on this because I don't want to hear myself talk, but there she says, the soul leaves the body in the fourth day. That's why. Because I was talking about why would he come back on the fourth day? The Bible said he lives on the third day. There she is, Tina Elkin.
that don't believe in this narrative. We're normies. Hello, normies. Hello, normies. Hello.
Well, that's what I was showing the Alethea Project. Phil video. First of all, let's go to Phil's Telegram. All right, so let me here and finish this video. Did I address her? Oh, right here. I can open the transcript and search. Control F. I want to see where I addressed her at. Tina. These crazy people and Tina, not to advertise it, to the norm mainstream population. Did I say Tina there? For these crazy people and Tina.
Not to advertise it to the normie, to the mainstream population.
Oh, that was him talking as well. Mainstream population at large. He stole this image. Tina, you better be back here tomorrow. Right there. 5819. His description of the deep, dark, super scary web. He stole this image off a Google search. I'll leave if I bother you. That's not what I wanted to do. And then posted it like someone sent it to him. He stole this image. Oh, that's a donation. Steve from Glamour Shots paid $10. Fuck it, he's going to donate too. Thank you, Steve from Glamour Shots. I appreciate it. We'll put it to our brand new camper. Well, not brand new, a used camper. We're trying to upgrade since we're going to be there for a while. Thank you. I appreciate the donation. Tina, you better be back here tomorrow. How do you feel about this article? Please let us know in the comments below. I said, Tina, you better be back here tomorrow, and I'm pretty sure she answers me. From Tech GYD. Why? He could have changed something. He could have blacked something out or grayed it out and then top. Let's see if we can zoom into this one. I'm just looking for a chat right now. Mark Stein. Sharing a fake screencation, and I guarantee you this article that was written several years ago. Dumbass, dude. Dumbass. We might have already agreed to it before then, though. Because I said, Tina, you better be back here like I already knew that she was going to be here. Let me go to this one. Two-part question. For these crazy. Somewhere in between here and 1 hour. Prepare a place so that you may join me. There live. Oh, there's a donation.
I said here's
3 days.
A total of $15. Third 5 donation. Me love you long time, but it was acting up due to deep state.
Uh-oh. Thank you very much. I appreciate it, Roderick. Thank you for the donation. So we lost our home and we ended up in a camper until we could buy a home, but the market's really fucked up. So we're just trying to find a bigger camper because we're going to stay in it for a year at the campground we're at until spring of 2023. We're going to be in it. So we'd like for it to have like a bunkhouse in the back so the boys have extra room and a desk to do homework. We'd like it to have, if we can, a bathroom and a half bath. Would be nice so the boys aren't always on top of us. They get ready for school and brush their teeth. And if not, a washer and dryer in it, room for a washer and dryer so we don't have to go to we go to laundromat once a week. That kind of sucks. But those are just like our wish list. But we just need something bigger. I do want the boys to have room to do their homework and stuff. It's one of the places he went was... That's what religious people believe.
We're normies, but you may not have known about real world news.
This is Mariah talking to her. Tina, how can you claim Christianity and be so damn ignorant about the religion? You're a pretty good channel. You guys need to check him out. I don't worry. You can click on it now and just subscribe. And then Michael Tuffin, my video, I watched it earlier today when I talk about the Alethea Project. So let me. There's Tina. Princess Diana had 2 children with Trump, but they are not married. Barron is one of them, and Sarah is another. Another one. So beautiful. Go to. Oh, there was another Tina. Where'd that one go? First of all, let's go to Phil's Telegram. Alethea Project. I think it's the next. Right there it is. Don't hate me. I love you all. Where are you at, Tina? Go to his post. This was all the way from. I started this video on November 1st. This was then. It goes into November 2nd. After midnight, but Phil had to.
Something pretty.
I gave you guys money twice, but I'm serious about what I said. Okay, that doesn't mean you get to be delusional. Where you at, Tina?
I don't know exactly what's up yet.
The video's called I
have a pretty good.
And then she said no.
Feeling you have 20 minutes to
just say you gave me money. Fuck off. I don't give a damn. That doesn't give you the right to be. Yeah, I guess I did address that.
To get on a flight.
Mariah said, Tina, donating at the channel and donating to the channel and Will's family and your beliefs have nothing to do with each other. True.
I'm gonna actually.
Liberty Warrior found that out hard. You don't get a free pass, you just say stupid shit. Why are you so mad, Will? 20 minutes to make a flight.
Whether it's gonna be a day or two or less, I really don't know. But what I do know.
Well, I mean, I guess I'm kind of mad sometimes. I don't think I was mad then, but why are you so absent, Tina? Exactly. If you had 20 minutes
to hurry. If I land in time, I will try to go live. Or
look, I appreciate tips. They help run the show, but that's the same rules. You're still going to get called $1,000 in about $10,000. This guy donated
from where I'm headed.
I only said that because I want you to know that I'm not against you, Will. Where are you at? You're absent.
I know this.
People were talking about it in the chat.
They're sporadic, but I have a feeling.
Sorry, I'm interested now in what all she said. I don't get to read every chat word for word. I'm not demanding anything. I'm just telling the truth. That's what the channel said. He's supposed to be there at midnight tonight. Tomorrow, when JFK hasn't shown up. Wait, is he supposed to be there?
This has
there
to
it
happen.
is. Tina, will we see you in here tomorrow when JFK hasn't shown up? Wait, is he supposed to be there at midnight? Because that's what the channel said. He's supposed to be there at midnight tonight. Will you stick around? I'll stay on if you'll stick around.
I'll keep you guys posted as soon as I know more.
She agrees that she'll be back. Where's it at? She put yes right there. I just said, will you be back here tomorrow night when he doesn't show up? She put yes. Where is Tina Elkins? I'm going to do a whole video, I think, and record it and release it tomorrow. Where is Tina? The search for Tina. We need to find her. She's somewhere here, guys. Where's she at? Did somebody snatch her up? Should we start a search party? Where's Tina?
You know, negative teaches in a lot of parables as well.
Negative 48 teaches in parables as well.
Teaches a lot of parables.
Just like Jeebus.
As I'm going back and reflecting on that. There's some pretty deep things that he's been trying to teach us itself. Excuse me. So,
you know,
yeah, go ahead.
You have to, I think.
I'm fixing to find her and leave some comments.
Yes, sir.
When there's two sets of footprints, there's two sets.
Sugar Mama.
My deadbeat husband has been good this week. Fuck you, Scott.
A deadbeat husband's been good this week. Fuck you, Scott. Thank you. That's ex-Sugar Mama. I appreciate it. She's having a lot of issues with her husband, of course.
Sets of vibrations created. There's yours and there's God's. That means his walk is with you or your walk is with him. Mm-hmm. Okay? When you are troubled and you ask for help, then there's one set of footprints. That's symbolic to God helping you. Your footprints are no longer present and God's vibration is taken over to help you.
That's a fact. I'm just reading some of these questions real quick, scanning through them. What I want to do is I found this video with Trump, and I think you're going to like this one, Michael. So I'm going to cue this one up and play this for our folks here. Yeah, there we go. Let me give us full screen here. There we go.
Station, this is Houston. Are you ready for the event?
What the hell is this? That's going to get me copyright struck, ain't it?
So I face the final.
What a weird fucking video.
Video. That's a great video. Very great. I'm looking at all these beautiful.
Very great. It's a very great, very video.
Well, geez,
very.
Thank you so much for your love. I appreciate that so very much.
I was definitely singing too, brother.
Oh my gosh. So, you know,
David Harris Jr. interviewed Trump tonight, I think.
Who was that?
David Harris Jr.
Okay.
That would be awesome.
I heard someone else said ML was crying. This is from last night, though.
The movement definitely feels alive when you watch videos like that, and you not necessarily reminisce.
Why don't their videos get strikes? I don't know. It's weird. It could be my own fault because I get struck quite a bit. But I ask people not to strike channels. Don't go strike their channel. I think everybody should have free speech. I think everybody should have. Tina was in their chat. Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. I think everybody should have free speech. I think everybody should have the right to put their opinion out. But it's also my right to counter that opinion, to disprove that opinion, to go through and say, I don't think this is right, and here's the proof for that, and you lied about this. But they actually advocate, most of them, reporting, telling people to report, telling people that I'm somehow hurting their channel and they need to take me down before they lose their channel. And I don't do any of that shit. But I'm always the channel that gets blamed for it. So it's kind of my fault I go down so much, I guess, because I tell people not to report. And when their fans show up and say, you know, like Scott McKay said, yeah, go fork his channel up, report them all. I just don't think it's right to report other people's channels. Everybody should be able to say whatever the fuck they want as long as it's not illegal.
But you look forward, I know I do, look forward to when all this craziness.
Oh, well, so if you're live and you play a video long enough, it depends on how quick YouTube picks it up and how good your audio is. It just mutes it until the sound stops. If it's a recorded video, it'll just say that you can't advertise it, which I don't have advertising anyways. I don't really care.
This is said and done, and God, God rectifies good versus evil, which we know God always wins.
You typically don't get strikes for songs. You get muted if you're live.
When that time comes, it's going to be a part of the.
Hey there, man.
Yeah, I believer bought you a 6-pack. I enjoy your shows. Thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you for the donation. Yeah, they believe a lot of weird stuff. Like if you type in too much caps, you'll get them banned. If you use too many emojis, you'll get them banned. If you say weird certain words, you get them banned. None of that stuff's really true. YouTube does look for body counts that use a ton of emojis or a ton of caps. But they're not looking at the channel they were on. They're trying to see if it's a real person so they can ban it off the platform, like the commenter. But it knows if you're a bot or you're a real person and you're using emojis, you're not using emojis. Some channels have like no more than 3 emojis. It's just stupid shit. None of that affects it. Even saying stuff like Trump, vaccine, stuff like that doesn't typically affect it. As long as you're not spending some type of against the narrative stuff, you can say the words. It's very strange.
It's gonna be a heavy part of the movement, along with the revival and Jesus. The word and loves and.
You can't explain that shit to them though.
Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, and only good exists on the earth, and every humanitarian effort in the world is taken care of. There's no more hunger. There's no more homeless unless they choose to be homeless. It'll be a level playing field.
God always wins, so why watch the grifters? Exactly. Nasera Gacera's coming, so why take donations? Why did Mike need to GoFundMe? Nasera Gacera is fixing to save him. Why do you sell t-shirts? Nasera Gacera's coming. Why do you need to travel the world? Why do you need to go on tour? Nasara Gacera is coming. Trump's coming back. He's going to be riding, a fucking Abrams tank through the White House, wearing nothing but a light coat of baby oil and a smile. Why do we need to go on a fucking nationwide tour? Like, their shit doesn't even make sense.
Which only God can do. And he ordered Trump's steps, and Trump followed through with every bit of it.
Mark Panene going to, he's going somewhere, that's for sure.
For decades. It's not something just transpired over the last.
I don't know what. Okay, I don't know. I can't go back and say what they actually were planning on doing, but I can tell you, they got travel, lodging, food, and incidentals paid for a trip to Dallas. They covered the wages they would have missed that day. They got to go to a free Rolling Stones concert, and the whole time they were there, they got treated like rock stars, and came home with money in their fucking pocket. So maybe they really meant to go down there and see JFK, and they just happened to luck out that they got all that other free shit and didn't even mean for that to happen. I don't know about that shit, but maybe.
When Trump initially announced that he was going to run, this has been in the making for decades. It's like what we covered last night. The Project Looking Glass program that was created by the cabal, and the White Hats got a hold of that, and they discovered what that was all about. They finally found out why the cabal was able to control humanity in so many different ways. And so some say that the Project Looking Glass is no longer in effect. I couldn't tell you one way or the other if it is or isn't. To me, at this point, it really doesn't matter. The die has been cast. Everything that's going to happen is going to happen the way it's supposed to happen itself. Let's see here. Somebody says, Jennifer Cole, I have something urgent I need to get to Mike and ML to look into. Please tell me how I can get this info to them. Urgent. Jennifer, you can shoot me or Mike a message on Telegram itself. You can PM us. You can send it to Bonnie. She can get it to either one of us as well. That's probably the best way of going about doing that itself.
Maybe Mike got adopted as one of those Make-A-Wish kids, and his last wish was to be on CNN, and they didn't know how else to do it.
I would like to address everybody asking about the jab mandates for the children. Guys, one, a federal court judge, a conservative federal court judge, has put a temporary hold on that mandate that Biden put out. Okay? So
there,
you do not need to comply, and there is no such thing as a mandate.
There is no mandate. It's an approval. It got approved. So if you don't know, we've been going back and forth with another different channel that said that he received this secret intel from a secret guy that only he knows, and his source told him that there was going to be FBI agents at every school board in America, and they were going to force your kid to take the medicine with or without your consent. The FBI was there to force your kid to take it with or without consent. And then let me show you what their excuse was today. I think I can find it. By the way, when he told us about this secret memo that he got that he couldn't show to us, the memo that he was referring to actually had already been published 3 days ago. But he wanted to add the forced with or without consent, which would literally start a fucking war. He wanted to add that part in. That part wasn't in there. I think it's about 35 minutes.
So, surprisingly, they took my advice and they got him a phone and just told him, just let him know if anything out of the ordinary, because I told it was coming. The first part's come true. And
there it is. The first part's come true. Let me back up some more then.
Protect the kids.
Well, and, you know, my youngest sister, she's more of a middle of the road. She was born in 79, 80.
What the document they're referring to was the document saying that the FBI was going to start looking into threats of violence against school board members. They didn't even say they were opening an investigation. They had just been referenced an uptick in threats of violence, and they wanted to look into it. But they did when they interviewed him on the Congress floor, on the floor of Congress, he said there won't be agents there. We're just looking, blah blah blah. Nobody should be threatened. Nobody should be doing this. Nobody should be doing that. And I'm like, okay. So that's all the memo was. Now they gave him down the road for it, as they should, relating, some parents went over the line. I agree. But the majority of parents just want to see their kids taken care of at school and be involved. So they gave him down the road for it, Merrick Garland. But then they never asked him, because it wasn't in the memo, about FBI agents giving out shots with or without consent. That wasn't part of the memo. They're saying they're catching hell for the memo. Yeah, because you invented a part of it. But here it is.
And she has one kid that's graduated and one kid that's still in school. And so she thinks she knows what I've done for a living and who I've worked for and all that stuff. And I just asked her, if my nephew has a cell phone. He's 11. And she's like, no. And I said, get him a cell phone. And she's like, well, why? So I called and talked to my brother-in-law, and I said, make sure that kid gets a cell phone. Make sure, because now they're in Texas. And they're allowed to take, I don't know if it's changed or what, but they're allowed to take, these kids are allowed to take cell phones to school. I don't know if I know some school districts, they don't allow it. So surprisingly, they took my advice and they got him a phone. And
maybe it's after this.
Just let him know if anything out of the ordinary, because I told it was coming. The first part's come true. And it was live on national TV when they admitted to it. Right.
We watched the entire questioning. I think it was Jim Jordan who was questioning him about it, about the FBI agents. Are there going to be FBI agents at school boards? No. Are there going to be FBI agents investigating these incidents? Not yet, but we're looking into it. There was nothing about with or without parental consent.
Congress. But the second part, they danced around. No one wanted to ask because they knew what was going to happen. Parents were...
The second part. So you're telling me that Jim Jordan had Merrick Garland asking him about the FBI. I'll show you the clip. Hold on. I think it was Jim Jordan. So Jeff's claim is the reason they didn't ask about FBI giving out medicine to kids without parental consent is because they didn't want to make the parents mad.
Jordan. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. March 25th, Joe Biden criticizes the Georgia election law. 3 months later, the Department of Justice challenges it. September 1st, Joe Biden criticizes the new pro-life law in Texas. 8 days later, 29th, the political organizations. Just a coincidence that your memo came 5 days after the National School Boards Association letter went to the president?
So we are concerned about violence and threats of violence across the board against school officials, against...
Is there any connection, Mr. Attorney General, with the school board letter and then 5 days later your memo to regarding school board issues?
Obviously, the letter, which was public and asked for assistance from the Justice Department, was brought to our attention, and it's a relevant factor in...
Who gave you the letter?
I'm sorry?
How'd you become aware of the letter? Who gave it to you?
I read about the letter in the news. That's how I read about it.
What the White House told you to write the memo?
No one in the White House spoke to me about the memo at all. But I am sure, at least I certainly would believe that the White House communicated its concerns about the letter to the Justice Department, and that is
that was my next question. Did you or anyone at the Justice Department discuss the memo with White House personnel or with anyone at the White House before the memo was sent?
I did not. I don't know whether anyone discussed the memo. I am sure that the communication from the National Association of School Boards was discussed between the White House and the Justice Department, and that's perfectly appropriate, just as...
Who were those individuals? Who at the White House talked with? Who at the Justice Department?
I don't know.
Did they talk to you? Did someone call you?
I think I've answered. No one from the White House spoke to me, but the White House is perfectly appropriately concerned about violence, just like they're concerned about violence in the streets, and they make requests to the Justice Department in that respect, just like they're concerned
Did you or anyone at the Department of Justice communicate with the American Federation of Teachers, the National Education Association, the National School Boards Association prior to your memo?
I did not. I don't know.
You don't know if anyone else at the Justice Department did?
I don't know.
You know, did you or anyone at the Justice Department communicate with those organizations, AFT, NEA, National School Board Association, prior to the letter? Did you help the National School Board Association put together the letter?
Again, not. I have had no such conversations. I would be surprised if that happened, but I don't know.
Will FBI agents be attending local school board meetings?
No, FBI agents will not be attending local school boards.
Will FBI be attending local school board meetings? No. FBI agents will not be attending local school board meetings.
And there's nothing in this memo to suggest that.
There's nothing in this memo to suggest that. Now, Jeff claims that he got this memo earlier than this, like a few days before this meeting, and he uses this as his receipts. He says, oh, this is the biggest receipt we could have ever got. It was on national TV. Debunk that. I'm not debunking the part that the memo exists. It was published. It was published 3 days before you ever talked about it. That's fine. It was published 3 days before you ever talked about it. If you want to call it super secret intel from your super secret buddy, fine. I'll call it a published document that you can Google. Not DuckDuckGo. You can Google it. But here's his excuse. Well, if I can get back to it, I don't know where it's at. All right, now listen to his excuse, what he says about it.
Phone and just told him, just let him know if anything out of the ordinary, because I told it was coming. The first part's come true, and it was live on national TV when they admitted to it, right in front of Congress. But the second part, they danced around. No one wanted to ask because they knew what was going to happen. Parents were going to go batshit crazy.
So his excuse is Jim Jordan had him there, had him grilling him on the FBI part, but he didn't ask him about FBI agents without parental consent performing a medical procedure on children because he didn't want to make anybody upset. Are you shitting me? The memo's published, it's not included. Jim Jordan didn't mention it. None of the other Congress people mentioned it. It's not in the memo that was sent out to the press. It's not. You have the only copy of it that says FBI agents are going to give this without consent at school board meetings for some reason. You have the only copy of it in the world, and you can't show it to us because it's from a super secret intel source. Makes a lot of sense. If anybody was going to call it out, Jim Jordan would have said, oh, and by the way, since when does the FBI do medical procedures without parental consent on children? You don't think that would have come up? Well, the first part's true. The second part's coming. He made a post that said it was a scare event part 1 or some shit like that. Hold on, I'll find it. Here it is. Just got word that there's going to be an announcement of mandatory medication in all public schools in the U.S. This letter has been delivered to the FBI from the AG. I don't doubt for a minute that some states will try to mandate it. That's not what I'm arguing again. The letter has been sent to every governor as well. I just seen a copy of this letter. It's 100% true and going into an effect. Agents will also be posted at school board meetings. Get ready, going on Liberty Warriors tonight. Then he says that they will be given to children with or without parental consent. I have no doubt that some states like California will try to mandate it. I have no doubt whatsoever that some states like California will try to mandate this shit. That doesn't blow my mind at all. I have no doubt that the FBI is going to be investigating some of these fucking things they said they were going to. It's in a memo. It's published 3 days before you got it as super secret intel. What I have doubt in is that federally, they're going to use the FBI or anybody else to give out medication, to perform a medical procedure without parental consent. Because when parents show up and find out that their kid had a medical procedure without their consent, you're going to kick off a civil war. And the left's not dumb. Joe Biden's not an idiot. He knows it'll kick off a civil war. He's not going to do that. That's just too easy to get everybody in there. So stop claiming the first part's already been proven true and the second part, they just didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. Get the fuck out of here. Who would hurt anybody's feelings? Okay, sure. Jim Jordan, the notorious feeling saver. Anyways, guys, that's it for tonight. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for coming in. I'm Will Bird with the Cold Beer Confessional. Make sure you check out Cold Beer Creations. There's going to be more videos there. No live tomorrow. Friday night's game night, and then I guess I'll be back probably Saturday. I'm trying to do some more research and get a little bit of a break and doing some other stuff on some other channels, so we're not doing 7 nights a week. But we're doing what we can. Thank you for joining us. Yeah, I appreciate it. There were donations tonight. I can't see the individual donations ever since I lost my main channel, but thank you for those. I really do appreciate that. Make sure you check us out on Telegram. We got the 2 Facebook pages, the Debunking Crew and Cold Beer Confessional. We got a Discord. We got about everywhere you might want to contact me. We got a way to contact me. If you want to donate while we're offline, you can go to coldbeer.fund. coldbeer.fund. It'll redirect you to donate while we're offline. We appreciate every donation. Like I said, we're doing the camper thing until 2023 probably. I can't buy a $200,000 house and then in 6 months it's worth $120,000. And that's how much they're overpriced here. It's crazy. I'll leave you with some music. We'll get out of here for the night. Thank you for joining us. Everybody have a good night. Thanks for coming on. And we'll see you on the next one.
Man, I can't talk to you now. Why do people call me while I'm on? No. Shut up.
And here we go, I think I started some shit.
Yeah.
It's the office about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I cause you ain't seen none yet. And yeah. Woo, woo.
And Mars in the house. Hey.
The song, the jab, pine needle tea,
Underground Doms save the children.
Social Security card claims, birth certificate claims, Vatican Tunnel,
Medbed,
martial law,
1745, 10 Days of Darkness, digging tunnels, Doji Corn, the Evergreen, 19, Vaseline, boom. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Well, Johnny, you can go to mommy's basement. The Nazis were working with the reptilians.
Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet.
We are now the news.
Have a good night, guys. We'll see you on the next one. I'm still working on Odyssey Chat. Still doesn't look like it's working. If you need me, hit me up. Email, Facebook, YouTube, Telegram, Discord, whatever you got, hit me up. Thank you for supporting the channel and my family. I do appreciate it.
I'ma make your gut burst. I'll be your huckleberry, I can quench that thirst. Baby eating lizard people, alien sex. What's next? Trump in a dress, fucking Flynn on his desk. A retard in a vest, climbing up 5G towers. Cause you told him if he did, he'd get fucking superpowers. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. I used to find clues too when I was high on shrooms. I found myself a tunnel that led to Jason Q's bedroom. Open his closet, I found some of his meat rockets. I strapped it to my shoes and then I flew through the roof. I found myself in orbit strapped to an F-16. High on amphetamine with Trump in between. Put on a light coat of baby oil and saluted the troops. He tapped me on the shoulder and said, "This is gonna be it." Whoa, wait. Stop. What? I'll get my files. Wait, what are you doing? Stop. Fucking stop. Dude, come on. Seriously. My mom's an alcoholic. Oh, give me a... Oh, my God. Damn it. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Round 3. Down goes Nino. Please say it isn't so. Got him backed up on the ropes, trying to ram it down his throat. Now things are getting rocking, he was doing so well. It's all over, hands on his shoulders, they ringing his bell. You got Frog News Network doing no damn research. They rework and copy on Cox that came first. 9th inning, second string, and they acting like they know hitters. Assholes throwing bullshit shit and runs to the shitter. All this nonsense on my conscience, it's hard to sleep at night. Who the fuck is in my window with this time of the night? These parasites, these leeches, with all their secret meetings, teaching all you fucking cretins about baby-eating heathens. Believing in reasons with no meaning is bullshit. Will Bird, motherfuckers out here busting the grifts. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet. Here we go, I think I started some shit. Piss them off, it's about to get lit. Get the place in the best, you know that stage is set. You better buckle up, cause you ain't seen none yet.
You don't have those guts because you're a pussy. You're a pussy wearing aviator glasses in your mother's basement, and I won't even give out your dime store handle because that's really pathetic. But I can tell you this about if this douchebag happens to see this particular show, you don't have the fork in